It's 1-800-747-3733.
If love and Gogi is wrong, I don't want to be right.
What would Socrates say to that?
It tickles my fancy.
Okay.
Goosies.
I don't have hair.
Oof.
You got Marcos.
That's not.
Wait.
Yeah.
That's true. You do got me. Get over here, Marcus. Let me look at you.
They don't want it.
Tobin and Leroy, ready to deploy. Had to hit it with a little journalism, but that was a decoy. Better have about me, boy. Okay. Leroy and Tobin, hold to the show, man. Still on the stars with the show, and till then his half moon open. Sometimes go taste like a snowman. No proof, I'm a lie about a motive. No proof, like I always wanted him. I never hated him. I never traded him. Independent, I never ever traded him. You know what is a star? Like under the city, the driver's side flag. Wish I could large, so many more. 10 in the more, never a bar. 8, 10 in the more, 2 to the P. Nothing to you, but it's something to me. Handsome as ever, cute as could be. You can watch us on YouTube with view for free. This one time for the Twitch. This one time for the text. This one time for the phone line. Whole time, wonder what they gonna do next.
You know, I just wish you guys would stop the quibbling.
Morning, everybody. Hello, Leroy.
Hello, Brendan.
Happy Friday.
Yup.
Froggy, you look like an El Dorado showroom.
I forgot that I had to do the show. So I went to get my blood work in my Vice shirt.
Ah.
Okay. Thank you. I'm not the weirdest dressed person ever walk in here.
Like what? You didn't get compliments?
No.
Oh, bless you.
They were doing it, you know. Nice shirt.
Eyeballing.
Yeah.
Well, it is a nice shirt.
I go to the Improv in this, and everyone's like, "Oh, look at you look," and I'm just like, "It's Vice Shirt Friday, guys. I've worked here for 4 years. Please, just understand what's going on."
Yeah, understand what's going on, and everybody else is like that. I was told that you guys get crazy on Friday. I'm like, what? Because we wear shirts,
Crazy shirt.
I mean, they didn't even act like this when we were doing that Hard Rock.
Well, that's the whole the reason we did it. I think in the first place is we had the Hard Rock show, and we're like, how look for the guys in the Hawaiian shirts. That's how we're gonna do it for our. We didn't do video streams, and we're just like, if you guys are looking for us, we're the guys in the crazy shirts. Vice Shirt Friday, and that's just how it started. It started years ago, back in the poker room. Did we do it in the OG poker room, or not till we moved to the new one? I think when we moved to the new one.
We didn't do it. I originally did it outside.
Mm-hmm.
And then when it moved inside, we did it there. And then when they started expanding, we did it outside.
Right, we did it outside the room.
Main, like where they do the fights and stuff. Right.
Right.
So
yeah, I remember that. Let us get to headlines, ladies and gentlemen, and those are brought to you by Doral Hyundai. Choose from over 1,300 new Hyundai models in inventory, like the Tucson, the Sound, and the Palisade. Remember, when it comes to Hyundai, the great deals are at Doral Hyundai. We'll get to all football things, of course. Bad Thursday night football game last night.
Holy smokes! Like. I've never seen a team go from 40 points 2 consecutive weeks to crickets.
5 straight losses, dude.
Right.
I think Alvin Kamara just read a quote on Twitter that said, "I've never seen the Dome exit like that." He goes, "But we deserve it."
Yeah.
But the Panthers locally last night fell to the Vancouver Canucks. Paul Maurice saying, we just didn't have a lot of gas in the tank. The Panthers, I honestly, Leroy, I thought they got screwed last night, even with that all being said. But I think I got to change some behavior in my life because, I'm a father now. Well, I've been a father for 12 years. But I'm a father of a sports fan now, or a growing sports fan.
And he's starting to act like you.
We got a problem. This
it's your fault.
This man.
Wait a minute. Wait. We don't have a problem. This is you. I've told you repeatedly, even on this show, how fans start acting like you. And now, Tommy.
It was quite the night because first of all, he was almost like you because This kid's asking me hockey rules left and right. I'm like, oh my God. Like, and so we're going to instant replay, and he is incensed because we thought first they go to replay on a wraparound goal for the Canucks. We thought Bob made the great, maybe a save that was right there with the Robbery, where he goes from one side of the post to the other, full split, looks like he got the puck out, and they're like, I see a little white ice. I'm like, oh, all right. Well, that was one. I'm like, hey, don't worry about it. That was a really good effort. We're down 1-0. And like 11 seconds later, bang, Panthers even it up. I was like, great. Then Evan Rodriguez, he goes and he does a wraparound goal, literally like the exact same thing. And I'm like, what ice? And they showed, because they showed the over angle, like they go that over angle.
Yeah.
It looks like Bob got the save. When they go to the side angle, white ice. Same thing with the Canucks. Rodriguez, he does the wraparound over top. It looks like it's in. Go to the side, white ice. And my son is just free. White ice! White ice!
Wait.
I see white ice!
Hey, he would have never known that term if not for you.
No, that was Moeller's fault, dude. That was Moeller. Moeller said it on the broadcast. But he's just
now
shouting.
The broadcast.
We had the broadcast on, and he's just shouting, white ice! I'm like, all right. Well, so the Panthers should be up 2-0. Or should be up 2. They should be up 2-0. Right?
Well, if they didn't call in on the other side and didn't call
at
in on
worst
this side,
2-1. At worst 2-1.
At worst 2-1. Yeah.
At worst 2-1. So game goes on, and then I didn't know this rule, but this Quinn Hughes, the captain of the Canucks, he gets his first goal, and dude, this guy hit the hardest slap shot I've ever seen in my life. A real piss whistle. And Bob was kind of screened. He gives up a goal. Bob had some really sensational saves last night. I mean, he was awesome, but he had but this one got through. But then also it looks like a clear goal. New hockey rule I was unaware of. The Panthers call for a review. I'm like, what happened?
Oh, if you call for a review, then it's and you lose the review, then you go to they get a power play.
Exactly. Which means
they go back-to-back goals.
Which means Panthers got to be sure. Okay, Panthers got to be sure that this is they don't just challenge it for nothing because it looked like a clean goal, looked like nothing. Well, how about this?
Interference?
Well, apparently, I didn't know this, but on a face-off, when you drop the puck, you cannot put the puck in play unless it touches ice and stick. So some savant in the Panthers video room goes and looks on the face-off, and it very clearly touches the Canuck glove and then play on. It never touched the ice. So this piss whistle was technically illegal play. We all saw
illegal piss.
It was an illegal piss whistle.
That was crazy.
I had no idea about this rule. But then my son, now he thinks he's a hockey expert. And he goes, we all saw it. We all that dude. He was, because they go to Paul Maurice because it's clear as day that it's the glove. But the goal, they come back. Goal stands. What? Now the Panthers are down 2-1. They should be up at least 2-1. So, he's beside himself. And just to give backstory to everybody, we've had a little bit of a problem with flag football officials. I mean, he's already given the business to officials.
Wait a minute. Where does he get that from?
I don't know.
Oh, you know damn well.
I'm not allowed to be in this. I'm not allowed to be on the field.
Wait a minute. So you think that Tommy and giving the business to the officials, it just comes out of his own?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure he had
a bum every day.
I'm sure there's got to be some level of influence there. I mean, it is my child. I'll wear it, but I don't feel like I'm that rough to the officials.
When all else goes wrong, just blame the athletes.
But dude, they go to Paul Maurice on the bench, and he's just like, he's got this just look like, you mother, like, come on, you saw it. We all saw it. So anyway, Canucks go on the power play. Panthers kill it. They eventually tie it 2-2. Goes to overtime. Panthers had some good chances, but it goes to overtime. Panthers lose an OT. They get a point, but feels like they got hosed last night. Feels like they got hosed.
Based on you and Tommy.
No, it feels like they got hosed, dude. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I think it was a screw job.
So right now, Tommy's in reading class, and he's whispering to his buddy, they got hosed. Dude, the Panthers got hosed. Right? So he's basically doing it. Kids QAM at his school right now.
Maybe. I don't know. But he's very excited to go to his I think I'm gonna try and get him to the Panthers, not like the week after. I think there's a Saturday night. Mrs. Tobin won't let school night games. So we're gonna try and go in a couple Saturdays from now.
What about do you think this is like gonna spark an interest to play hockey, or is that like
I don't know. He can't skate yet. I don't like he can't he can go what?
I can't skate. Yeah, no.
His sister can skate. But his sister didn't learn about his until about his age. So I don't know. Maybe I don't know. He's very into jujitsu. That's his favorite.
So we know where this is going.
What?
He's going to be an enforcer.
I don't know. What I'm actually worried about, to be honest with you, is he's got his first jiu-jitsu competition coming up in a couple weeks, and I'm like, oh my god, he's gonna give the refs the business.
Thank you.
I literally
can't. I mean, listen, and I have been telling you this for years, right? Like, why every time you lose, you got hosed?
I'm trying to teach him not to do that.
No, you can't do it. It's too late. He watches you every weekend.
I don't feel like I am.
My goodness!
I don't feel like
I
don't feel like I am.
Really?
Damn it!
White ice.
So, could you imagine Tommy yelling at the TV, "White ice"?
Got his hands up.
He stand. Oh, now he's getting emotional. He's standing up.
Oh, dude, he had his little. He had his victory rat. He had his Stanley C. Panther. We were geared out last night watching the Cats.
Could you imagine Tobin's drinking a little whiskey or something, and he's got his juice box. White ice. It's your fault. It's your fault. It is your fault already. Usually they get a little older before they start mimicking parents.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
And it's other things, like good things. Right now, you have a tyrant, a little kid tyrant who goes after officials and thinks every time they lose, they got screwed.
No,
That's
he
what
is.
You did. That's what you did.
He's like Kyle Lowry. He's terrible. He's got a problem. He did this. They lost a game on an offsides last year, and he was just sitting there at that time, 7 years old, just giving the ref the business, who was trying to move on to his next game. He's got another flag football game to go to. He goes, hey, who calls that? Who calls that?
Hey, who does it sound like?
I don't know.
That's the exact same thing you said when you came in here. So, yeah, you got little Tobes in school. Oh, my goodness. If they have sports in school, it's over. They're going to kick him off the team. He said, sir, he's too aggressive towards the officials. Look, we can't have this. It's supposed to be fun.
Yeah,
and then Tommy goes, you know what's fun? Winning and not getting screwed.
We actually have audio from his flag football game, if I'm not mistaken. This is from the game.
You rat thing.
You rat think, I believe he was quoting this thing. Where did he learn you rat think?
But here's the crazy thing. Tommy wants to win. He don't care.
He don't settle.
You want style points. So I'm wondering when these two paths are going to cross.
I don't know.
Because y'all going to be watching the Dolphins game and he fist pumped for them to win. And then you're all sad because it was a 10-9 victory.
He doesn't care. He just wants to win.
Yes, everybody does except you.
I just missed the action, dude.
Okay, great. Great. You want to miss the action more? Lose.
Take a quick break. It is a Football Friday here, which is brought to you by your South Florida Chevy dealers. Looking for more power, capability, and technology with Chevy trucks. You're ready for anything. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. We'll get into a little Fins, Canes, lots of football. We got an exciting weekend ahead. Back after this. Hey, welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you, 560 WQAM.
Somebody in the chat said, Tommy in reading class catching strays.
Oh, man.
I have a feeling Tommy can handle himself.
He's fine. Yeah, he's definitely fine on that end. Oh, man. Dolphins are getting ready to take on the Indianapolis Colts this weekend. We got Canes action tomorrow, high noon against Louisville. Coverage on WQM begins at 8 a.m. Everybody, bright and early, breakfast with the Canes.
I'm not the only one who's like concerned about the last 2 weeks and then playing Louisville this week.
Who's concerned?
Everybody. That's what, like every person I've heard talking about it say, hey, they play like they played the last 2 weeks. They're not going to win.
I agree with that. I agree with that.
And here's what I hope. Everybody has said, not me, right, that the coach has these 1 or 2 weeks where this happens, right, for whatever reason.
Mario,
yeah.
Okay.
Everywhere he's coached.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, if those were those 2 weeks, let's go. That means you got away with wins.
I wouldn't say, though, see, as much as we rag on Mario, I don't think the last 2 weeks were on him. Like, they gave up explosive plays and they had some bad turnovers. Like, you know, they really can't, like, it wasn't.
Everybody puts it on him. Like I said, I don't think that's the case.
No, listen, he's got some things that you got to be concerned about from time to time. But I think, but I do feel like I feel like it was more player induced than it was coaching.
But again, some of the mistakes.
Get you, man. Oh, bless you. Some of the mistakes
seem like they were kind of careless things. Now, I'm not going to ever say anything about Cam Ward. Here's why. You're going to win or lose with him.
Exactly.
And so
he told you from the out, I'm a gunslinger.
The mistakes that he makes, we've had quarterbacks like that, right? That the good outweighs the bad. We got one in Buffalo where sometimes he tries to do that thing that gives it to the other team, but he makes a great play, right? That's just, so from that standpoint, you know, he's going to, the good outweighs the bad. Let's put it that way.
Jay says, I watched Louisville against SMU. Their defense not as good as Cal. I think we limit the big plays. We'll roll them.
Okay. And here, all the things and all the analysis that have been made about this game could have been made about the last two, yet they were close. So that's why I'm kind of hesitant in doing that. I'm more concentrating on how the Canes play, what they do, the effort in which they start the game with, not what the other team is doing.
Yeah, for sure. You'd like to get off to just a better start in general. You don't want to keep climbing out of holes.
Yes, because it's going to, like, eventually it catches up to you. We've all seen it. So from that standpoint, I'm not nervous about who they're playing. I'm really not. They got a very good football team.
Yeah, but it's always.
I am nervous about how they approach playing Louisville, not about Louisville.
And they've also they got the extra prep for it. They got a bye week, but they have not been good off the bye, and that's predating Mario, but it also includes Mario.
Okay.
So you're hopeful this.
And these are all things that give me the. I don't want to feel that way.
Yeah. Right? I like the way the players are approaching it, though. Like, it's not just about the players meeting, but I think that they have a standard that they want to uphold. And I think
they realize that is not going to get it done. Those are the facts. Fellas, we can't keep playing like this and expect to have very lofty goals. If you want to be average, that's perfect for average. If you want to be excellent, that ain't going to cut it. Simple as that.
Looking forward to it.
The
Dolphins, meanwhile, 1:00 on Sunday against Indianapolis, who's a 3-point favorite. They are starting Anthony Richardson. who was not very experienced. I mean, it's kind of crazy. I was like, oh yeah, he only played 4 games last year. Has
he played a full season yet?
No, he's only played. This is his 9th game.
Right. In
9th
3
game.
years?
9th game in 2 years.
2 years. Okay.
2 years.
Yeah. I mean,
9th game in 2 years.
They'd be already ready to retire him.
I mean, that is the interesting thing about it, though, right? Like, because you were mentioning about Joe Flacco's efficiency. He's 7 touchdowns, 1 pick. This guy's 6-6 already this season.
Right.
So he's also going to give you some opportunities. The Dolphins haven't been very good at turning over the football. This is a guy who's going to maybe give him some chances.
Except all I have etched in my head is that 60-yard flick into the air.
Oh, yeah.
Effortless. Hitting the guy on the fly. And I'm like, holy smokes.
Oh, yeah. There's talent in there, but it does feel raw,
It's very rare. And they said that when he came out. So the problem is that he's got to get reps under his belt. So let's hope that he's still not ready.
It's also one of these things, too, where unfortunately for the Dolphins, they're in this spot right now where they're kind of the slump buster. And if you look at the Colts schedule coming up, it's really rough. So if they're going to bring him back, they're probably thinking to themselves, better this than Houston and Minnesota. You want to bring him back against O'Brien?
The Dolphins are 2-3.
Yeah.
The Jets are 2-4.
Yes.
The Browns are 1-5.
Yep.
The Saints are 2-5.
Mm-hmm.
Oof.
How the hell are the Dolphins a slump buster?
I'm explaining to you. If you look at the Colts schedule coming up, if you're gonna bring back your young
the easiest of their schedule.
Yeah.
Not the easiest. Okay.
I'm saying if the Dolphins are the Dolphins are being looked at as the soft open for bringing back the young kid.
Oh yeah.
Instead of do we do it against Houston, D'Amico Ryan? Do we do it against Brian Flores in a couple of weeks? That's probably a disaster. Because look, I love Joe Flacco. It's a great story. Eventually, he's going to Flacco, and he's going to have a 3-interception game.
Oh, of course.
He's going to do it, and then you're going to.
But he's not right. So they got basically what they did was they said, "Look, Joe, we appreciate what you've done. You've been awesome, but you know, that's it, dude. Yeah. And the thing is that if he has a whole season, then it all washes out, right?
Yeah.
But he's coming in as a reliever. You know what I'm saying? He coming in as a reliever. You got to be good right away for stretches of periods of time. We can't afford for you to go Flacco on us.
Look, we're gonna see if the Dolphins can get to where they're at, but on the outset, they prepared for this. We know we had a quarterback who got banged up last year. We're paying Joe Flacco to come in there after what he did last year. Right. Dolphins, they thought Skylar Thompson was the answer. He was not.
Well, and think about this: the Browns, they were like, Browns fans are like, why didn't we keep Flacco?
Yeah, seriously, why didn't they keep Flacco?
Huh?
Why didn't they keep Flacco?
Because right now he'd be the starter. That's why.
Such an odd thing.
We watch sports, and sometimes we see situations, and you look at those situations and go, "This has nothing to do with winning."
Yeah,
and it sucks if you're a fan. It sucks if you're watching it because you there's nothing they can tell me that says this is about winning. Even if you're confused about what the Steelers are doing as far as Fields and Mr. Unlimited, Russell Wilson, even if you're confused about that, if they were to make the decision to go back to Russell Wilson, right, you would at least say, okay, well, they see something. And I mean, my man said, geez, you know what he said?
Fields?
Yeah. Fields goes, if they're considering it, I haven't been good enough.
I thought it was a very mature quote.
It was, but damn. Right? Come on. Could you imagine?
Russ isn't going to have that awareness. He's going to be like, got this.
They're you know how crazy that is? That you take your team. He started all year, right? 4-2.
Yeah.
But also understand Pittsburgh. They've had winning records with some bums.
Of course.
So they would be in the best position to identify if he's maximizing what that offense can do. Right?
He
They
says Tobin doesn't know what a mature quote sounds like. It was mature.
Right.
It was.
As you and Tommy yell at the TV.
White ice. You'll be there with baby tadpole frog boy. Don't judge me.
I honestly can't wait, but your level of maturity to me was perfectly defined. What did you say Anthony Weaver his description of Anthony Richardson's arm was?
A real chooch and piss whistle.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I knew who I was dealing with.
Oh my goodness. And like, and it's not a secret. Everybody go, he did not say that. Like, we know. Oh man. So
I just need, like, it would be nice though if the Dolphins, like, you know, like Chop Robinson, get this guy down like first round. Just get him fired up.
Can I look? I'm not saying it can't happen. But let me ask you a question. We know who he is and has been. I'm not saying he can't get better.
Mhm.
Okay. Just like when Ted Ginn got here, we knew who Ted Ginn was. Why do we all of a sudden get upset when they don't become what we want them to become?
Well, the thing that's upsetting for him, it's not his fault, is this that everybody around him, all the pass rushers are dropping like flies. So then it feels like, hey, we need something. First round pick. What you gonna do?
Well, and again, his level of growth is his level of growth. Because of the situation of the Dolphins, we're looking at him and saying, no, you're on our clock.
Pretty much.
And I'm just saying, why is that? We do that in sports all the time. So if a quarterback, if they say, hey, this quarterback's going to come in, we're going to develop him for a year, and then he'll be ready. Like maybe like the way they did with Jordan in Green Bay.
Mm-hmm.
Jordan Love. And they were able to wait this thing out, and then he was able to step in. If Aaron Rodgers would have got hurt, you would throw him in and expect him, he's a first rounder, to be the quarterback he is now.
Well, I think the thing that was interesting is just like, I think the philosophy was strange because it did feel like the Dolphins, went at this with their first two picks and it was like, all right, we're going to take a pass rusher. None of our pass rushers are really healthy. And we're going to take a left and we're going to take a left tackle. He's not going to stay healthy. And I don't know. If you don't think they're ready to go, because their measurables are off the charts. They're all really talented guys, but they both said raw, like they need some development, right. And you're not going to get that time with non-durable starters.
Right. That's not the position when you need assistance right away, right? So this would have been great, and this would have been a perfect move if I do one other move. Keep Van Ginks.
100%.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
If you keep him and then draft Chop, right? Now you at least have a nice rotation or what have you. As far as the offensive line, I told you, I thought that they would put Paul somewhere on the offensive line if he's one of the best. They didn't. They just have him ready to play left tackle.
Yep.
And so from that standpoint, you have a lot of right tackles who played left tackle in college. A lot of them. Because maybe they can block, but they don't have the feet or the reach that a left tackle has. So I always thought he would. So I was okay with that. The fact that he's on the side, I don't know how they, I don't know how in preseason he seemed like one of the top 5 linemen.
I thought this rookie class was, and I guess don't buy too much into preseason, but I came off this preseason, I was like, I am fired up about this rookie class. And Jalen Wright had a nice performance last week, which was encouraging, but that was like the first time you're like, oh man, finally something from the rookie class. Like Storm Duck was the number 1 contributor.
Well, is it supposed to, but my question is, Are you supposed to get it right away?
I think with the Dolphins, here's the thing: is when you start getting into the spot where you got to spend a lot of money on guys, you need to hit on somebody.
Yeah, but Kim, you know you're basing this off of 5 games.
I understand.
Right. That's
it's
the
not over.
Part. I know. That's my point. That's my entire point. Is that after week 1 or week 2, or the first month of the season, we're going, oh, terrible draft. I'm like, really? Really? Right?
Take a break. More to come here on the show. Back after this.
This hour of
All right, welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy. You know, the biggest show in town is happening this weekend. Everybody is looking forward to it. You got people already anticipating it. And that is, of course, a Canes watch party with WQAM and Solana. This Saturday at noon at the Quarterdeck in Davie as they take on Louisville. Enjoy ice-cold beer specials and get yourself entered to win a golf foursome to the Jacaranda Golf Club in Plantation. Number one show in town this weekend.
Maybe I'll play with him.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe.
Amending offenses, if you will, between you two.
Who?
You and Solana.
Oh, no, it's a foursome. Without
Oh, man.
If you give it away a foursome, he ain't did that foursome.
I don't know how to swing a golf club. Would I ever be out on the
It's kind of hard with web feet, how you put the glove on.
You know, the execution was bad, but then he came back with the glove thing. So
hey, I have a buddy who golfs without gloves. He doesn't wear a glove.
Yeah. Because I'm sorry. Tobin, are you watching City Girl videos?
I was watching what JFig just sent us, which is Taylor Swift at Hard Rock with a cat. Is that at Hard Rock?
Is it the Hard Rock cat, the one from the stadium? Is he upgraded?
No, that is not the that is not former Miami Hurricane star Hard Rock cat.
I was like, wow, he's really
I'll be down that way tomorrow.
Wow. You're going to Tay?
No.
Oh.
I'm going to eat lunch with her guitarist.
Wow. And Bernie Kosar?
Yeah.
Wow.
He's a Cleveland guy.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Wow. That's kind of cool.
It is. It's cool. Like, it's cool.
So if a pass just happens to be thrown around your neck, would you go?
Huh?
If a pass happens to be thrown around your neck during this lunch, would you go?
Yeah. No.
Only if he gets the.
You know what I would. You know, in all honesty, if I got a pass, I would say, look, I'm a big fan, right? And I would love to be there. Do you mind if I give these to a friend? And I would give them to JFig.
Wow, so sweet of you.
So is it 2 shows?
They're doing 3.
3. Okay, so it's Friday, Saturday, Sunday night.
No, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Huh?
What?
The first one was Wednesday, wasn't it?
Oh, you think it already happened?
Yeah.
Oh, it did? I thought it started tonight.
No. Okay. It's
no one does things on a Wednesday.
Friday through Sunday. Okay.
Damn. So that's
Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
So that is how many people going to see her? That is 300,000. What is that? 300,000 they're going to fit in there? Because they got seats even on the field,
Right,
essentially.
the field, yeah.
So like, how many people are going to be at that damn arena this weekend or the stadium this weekend?
But that would explain why, in all honesty, she's a billionaire.
Yes,
right? Because like it's all from all the touring she does. So kudos to her, man.
JFix says all those people in Ticketmaster didn't allow me to get 1 ticket.
Unacceptable.
And the cat is just like. Do you think the cat knows what's going on? Like, does that cat eat well? How's that Tay cat eat?
Please.
Shrimp, like every night. Shrimps, the cocktail shrimps on like a little
caviar.
How much were these tickets?
Oh, JFig, that cat is in her will.
Wow.
Yeah.
What? I mean,
damn
cats
cat
do live pretty long. Senor Gatto's still kicking.
Damn cat gonna be richer than me.
Yeah, but I mean, Hard Rock cat though.
Is that the karma cat burning in her lap?
It's not. She's holding it.
Karma cat. Huh?
Cat's looking like not impressed.
I've seen better.
I've seen better.
I think they're just happy to be away from.
It's gonna be a little chilly, and at least the weather's gonna be nice. Than it's been, but it's gonna be windy as hell.
Maybe Tay gets falls in love with the city and she tells Travis to force a trade to Miami.
Oh my God, you always have some ridiculous angle about everything.
What? It's not crazy. She goes, hey,
you know what his next football move is going to be? Retire.
Hard to say.
No, it's not.
Hard to say.
No, it's not.
We don't need another tight end who's not catching touchdowns right now.
What are you talking about, dude?
You haven't had one. You haven't had a tight end catch touchdown since what? 22.
That's what I'm saying. Why are we gonna have this guy? He's not like he's
one of the best to ever do it. Doesn't.
So is Aaron Rodgers. No one wants him.
But he doesn't come with a sidebar. Aaron Rodgers does.
Travis Kelce has 0 touchdowns this season.
He didn't get his coach fired.
Very true. But he did yell at him.
He did. He was mean to him.
Very mean to the nicest man ever.
The nicest man in football, right?
Nicest man.
Like you can't be caught yelling at Andy Reid.
Just, part of this guy, dude.
Do you think if Travis Kelce was allergic to cats, would Taylor Swift choose the cat or Travis Kelce?
I think you want me to tell you what I do? What I think? I think Travis Kelce would take some kind of pill and not be allergic to cats. You forgot that. You forgot that.
He goes, I got the best doctors. I'll fix your allergies.
Yeah. Oh,
damn, I just didn't like cats. What if he wasn't a cat guy?
I'm not a cat guy. But I'm going to tell you what. If Big Spoon had come up in here with a cat, I'd be like, I'll just let him out at night. He ran away.
We'll take a break. Our Tua is next.
It's time for our Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua. It's our Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Tonga Vailoa. Not
Tua Tagovailoa.
A for effort. Dolphins quarterback.
Tua.
It's our Tua. It's our Tua.
Tua.
Tua, Tua, Tua. Tua, Tua, Tua. Can go to hell. Tua Tagovailoa. Dolphins quarterback. Daddy loves you guys.
Our Tua with Tobin and Leroy.
Check history of
Hour 2 of the program, ladies and gentlemen. Tobin and Leroy back with you here, 560 WQAM. Take you guys up until 2 here on the program. And let's get to headlines. Brought to you by Doral Hyundai. Choose from over 1,300 new Hyundai models and inventory like the Tucson, the Sonata, and the Palisade. Remember, when it comes to Hyundai, the great deals are at Doral Hyundai. Cats, they fall last night in overtime to the Vancouver Canucks 3-2. They're back at it tomorrow hosting the Vegas Golden Knights. Meanwhile, Hurricanes, they look to stay undefeated tomorrow at high noon against Louisville. Coverage on 560 begins at 8 a.m. in that one. The Canes going into this matchup are 5-point favorites currently. They opened as a -4. It has grown to -5 for this game.
Mm-hmm.
That's where we're at. Over under is set as 60.5.
So 5.5. That basically means that they expect the Canes to score somewhere around 35 points.
You can put up points now. Some NBA news. Kawhi Leonard is out indefinitely with right knee inflammation.
Let me give you the headline of that. In NBA news, Kawhi Leonard is Kawhi Leonard.
Well, you're not wrong.
Like,
You're not wrong.
he's the only guy that ends up hurt and he doesn't play basketball.
Yeah. Well,
If
they
he
did
tries
send
to play basketball.
They probably knew something was wrong in the summer because they sent his ass home from the Olympics.
Yeah.
Awkward to put him in the tip-off commercial. That was a bad choice by them.
Well, because all they had to do was this.
Like, I don't understand.
All they had to do was this. Wasn't nobody moving.
Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know why they would choose, of all people, Kawhi Leonard to go in there. Bam was in it. That was cool.
I think they did one from every team.
I
might not have used it.
I didn't see any member of the Jazz in that commercial.
I think they might have used a person just because it wasn't in the commercial. Because
But Leroy, all right, have him in there. He starts the commercial looking at Ant. That was a bad choice.
Looking, not guarding.
Nope. That's
That's what I'm saying.
What a fascinating player, man. What a fascinating player.
If he's healthy, he's like borderline unstoppable.
Yeah.
On both sides of the floor.
That dude, he shut LeBron down in the peak of his powers in his last year with Miami, and then took Toronto took Toronto to the NBA Finals. I mean, like that, and won
with one of the greatest shots to beat Philly.
Yep.
That ball bouncing, fading away behind the basket, bouncing up and down and going in was one of the craziest shots I've ever seen.
Sure was. But now out indefinitely with right knee inflammation. He has not even practiced so far this training camp. Jeez.
Well, that's what happens when them bones rub on each other.
Speaking of, by the way, we were mentioning this guy yesterday, Justice Winslow. He just signed a contract with the Milwaukee Bucks G League team.
Wow. That's where he is now.
Yep.
That's amazing, right? Not many G Leaguers get extended. He extended him, didn't they?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
They did extend him.
Winslow culture. Thought I forgot about that, huh?
Nope. I know you didn't forget. I knew you didn't forget to reference that for Leroy. We had Justice Winslow at Media Day one year, and we asked him his second year, I think, about Heat culture. And he goes, I got my own Winslow culture. I was like, very good. Didn't play the rest of the season, basically.
He's another guy that mysteriously gets hurt all the time.
Yep. Speaking of guys who do get hurt, but got some respect yesterday. And I was kind of happy to see this. Did you see the guys, the Inside the NBA guys, did their own player rankings? Shaq, Chuck, and Kenny.
Mm-hmm.
And both Charles Barkley and Shaquille O'Neal have Tyler Herro in their top 50. And I was like, oh, pretty cool.
Where's Jimmy?
Charles Barkley. Jimmy was in the 20s. I think he was 21 for Shaq, and I think he was 24 for Charles Barkley. But this is crazy, Leroy. Listen to this, because the Jimmy thing is not that interesting. The Tyler Herro, 42. But listen to the people Charles Barkley has behind him. He has Tyler Herro at 42, 43, Donovan Mitchell. 46, Trae Young. 47, Bradley Beal.
Can I just say this?
I like that.
You know, in Cleveland, they're looking at that list doing the same thing you did yesterday.
Perhaps.
we were talking to Tyler, right? We were talking to Tyler, and I told him, I said, it ain't about the list. It's about the people that are ahead of you on that list.
Well, but the thing that's funny is, like, imagine how many times Tyler Herro saw on Twitter. He's like, I'm in a Donovan Mitchell rumor again. And Chuck says, you're better. Charles Barkley says you're better, Tyler Herro.
Wow. I don't know. I'm going to just say this. If there was a draft right now, and you could have Mitchell or Tyler Herro, I think it'd go 95% Mitchell. It's not a knock on Tyler. I'm just saying that's the way that would go.
I would agree. And the 5% is the Herro family and me. Because that's my guy right there. Boy.
Wait. Marcos, you ever notice with a local player how he kind of picks the soft landing? Right? You always pick the soft landing.
What are you talking about, dude?
I'm saying, I could say, if I were to say, ooh, if it's playoff time, I'd take Jordan. You go, who are you kidding? You know I got Jimmy.
Then Shaquille O'Neal, he had Tyler Herro ranked 38th in the top 40. Above number 39, Tyrese Maxey. 40, Kristaps Porzingis. He's got him above Domantas Sabonis. Woo! I like Shaq's list. That's a Heat lifer right there.
That's a good list.
It's a good list.
Well, I think
that's how you list Shaq.
Huh?
That's how you list Shaq.
I think Sabonis kind of has that success, kind of like Rudy Gobert. Like, you give him credit for it, but when you watch it, it's like, all right.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think the nerds like him a lot more than the players.
Because they're just looking at numbers.
Right.
They're not watching him play and watching how awkward he looks.
100 games straight of a double-double. Congrats. All right, dude. Where is he in the playoffs? Exactly. But anyway, because like Tyler on most of these lists, we talked about the one where he was 87th, but he's been mostly in like the 70s. That's kind of where he's lying on most of these lists. You got 2 Hall of Famers saying top 40 player. I'll tell you what, if he's a top 40 player, he's in business this year, dude.
Well, here's the deal. You are actually picking a list that some people have made up.
Hall of Fame legends, not people. I don't legends.
It is not an indication of what's going to happen on the court. That's just their assessment of the player. So Let me ask you. So if you're top 40, does that mean 20 points a game? Does that mean 20 and 10? Does it mean 20 and 5? And does that mean 42% from 3? Wait, I answer the question. Don't welch out on it. What does top 40 mean?
I don't want to box in what a legend thinks. In his mind, he has Tyler Herro above Donovan Mitchell. What did Donovan Mitchell average last year? Like 27 a game? So I don't know what he thinks. I can't be in the mind of one Charles Barkley. He sees what he sees. And I've always said about Charles Barkley,
no, you haven't.
A savant.
No.
A basketball savant, really. This
-1.
Why?
For just straight up lying. Yeah.
Or lying.
Fraudulence.
Fraud with good access.
Yes.
Donovan Mitchell averaged 27 points a game last year. Year before that, 28. I mean, if he's got Tyler Herro above him, what do you want me to do? I'm supposed to, you're going to tell Charles Barkley he's wrong? The round mound of rebound?
No, I'm not.
Sir Chuck?
I can't say he's wrong now that you have gone all in hook, line, and sinker over a list. So let me ask you. Let's do it this way. If it were switched, and then Donovan Mitchell averaged 15 points and 6 rebounds and 3 assists, what would you be saying?
This year?
Yeah.
Fat cat.
Okay. So if Tyler averages that, what are you going to say?
I can't live in the world of hypotheticals, Leroy. What I can tell you is...
Wait, you see what happened? He bit the hook and then spit it.
What I can tell you is...
No, you're a fraud.
I am just happy for Tyler Herro getting some respect from some all-timers. Because I don't feel like he does get a lot of respect. I feel like most people like to dump on Tyler Herro.
All right.
And
where's
Bam? Bam was not on. They only released up to 21. He was not on Shaq or Chuck's list, which makes me think he's in the top 20.
I say he's top 15.
Kenny had him, I believe, at 20. Kenny's list was questionable. Questionable list from Kenny. They call him Questionable Kenny.
Hey, and where was Tyler on his list?
Not on the list. Okay. Not on the top 50.
Where was Bam?
29.
And where was Jimmy?
27.
Okay, that's why
he has Domantas Sabonis and De'Aaron Fox above them.
And that is why
questionable
you think
list.
The list sucks.
Well, questionable. I'm not saying it sucks. I'm just saying a questionable list,
Okay.
Feels to me like, he got a little too cute. That's
know what I love about these lists? You never revisit them at the end of the year. They just go away. So that means all your little hot takes that happen before the season starts, they just mysteriously go away.
Not me. I'm on record, dude. Everybody can find what they need to. It's all out there for everybody.
What? Listen, see, here's the problem. There are times when you should just slowly back out and just leave a conversation where it is. But then you have to do that.
Why? What do you mean?
I'm accountable Tobin. You can always pull up what I said and blah, 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 blah. No. Because every time Marcos pulls it up, you know what you do? You slither out of it like a snake.
He doesn't have any of that on Tyler Herro. Like, I've always had Tyler Herro's back. Always.
Tyler Herro's a fraud. Tyler Herro, soft as Charmin. Never going to be a big-time basketball player. Tyler Herro cares more about fashion than basketball. Tyler Herro isn't even as good as Korkmaz. Tyler Herro is a charlatan bum.
I don't like what you're doing, Marcos.
Oh, no.
You need to start putting things in context.
Wait. Did you not say those things?
I said people are saying those things, and he takes out the lead up. He gets cute with the editing
What do you
machine.
mean, people?
You know what I mean.
No, I don't.
You do.
Okay.
The Miami Heat are better without Tyler Herro. This title run would have never happened with Tyler Herro. Hey. Tyler Herro's broken hand is the reason the Miami Heat are in the final. Tyler Herro can't hold Caleb Martin's jockstrap.
Really?
Tyler Herro, turnstile McGee. Thank God he hasn't been out there. That sieve on defense. Tyler Herro's a regular season player. Tyler Herro is never going to be clutch. Tyler Herro is nothing but a pretty boy on the court.
I don't like what you're doing. You're no better than North Korea. You really
Yes or
are.
no? Did you or did you not say those things?
But you're taking out the in-betweens. Like he's taking out the transitions and making it seem like I'm saying those things. I was reading comments.
You got a whole mixtape. At what point did you say, you know what, I better stop doing this?
I don't know that he's going to use this stuff to try and incriminate me later.
Yes, you did.
It's crazy.
I mean, every time I say something, you certainly go,
Oh, is that
exactly. So
did I walk up to Leroy in the middle of Game 5 last year on an airplane and just go to him sadly in the dark and just go, stinks, and then walk back to my seat?
Right. Like, we on our way to Vegas. We ain't got time for this. Everybody's sleeping. Right?
Tyler Herro.
He just hovered over me, dude, till I realized he was there. Stinks. And just turned around and walked back. I'm like, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing?
It's different this year, though, dude. He's got the buzz cut. He's got muscle. He's pesky on defense. Pat Riley was praising him yesterday.
Dr. Tabaka said Tyler just heard that. Made him drop his lime green neon bucket hat.
I feel he is more relaxed this year.
Definitely happier. He definitely seems like he's got a great spirit about him.
Let me tell you what happens in professional sports. You spend your whole life trying to get to a certain point. You get there, you want to be accepted, right? Then after like 3 or 4 years, you realize you just got to do you because some people ain't going to like you regardless. And then you get comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
And that's probably when you play your best basketball. So that's kind of how it goes. But everybody has to get to the point where I don't care what people think. I got to do me.
Pat Riley told Tim Reynolds and reporters yesterday on Tyler Herro's preseason, quote, I love his attitude, his approach to the game. He looks quicker. He looks more dynamic. And defensively, is he going to lead the league in steals? Man, he's getting his hands on everything. Wow.
Whoa, okay, hold on. I don't know about these comments. This
Goosies galore.
Wow. Hey, you're the only person I know could have literally hot takes on both sides. Recorded.
Mm-hmm. Well, listen, I am.
You keep swinging, champ. You gonna hit one.
I'm not swinging. I just call it like swinging. I see it. I call it like I see it at the time. You know,
at the time.
At the time. You know, like listen. Maybe Tyler Herro can be the Miami Heat's version or of Sergei Bobrovsky. You know, somebody on this show was calling him 4-goal Bob for a year. A lot of people wanted him out.
But here's the deal. See, hold on.
Wow, dude.
In defense of myself, that was for betting purposes.
Oh, dude.
And I call him wait. I call him 4-goal Bob, and I made a killing. Did I not?
So what? Make a great if you make a great return, the takes don't matter?
The takes were accurate.
But maybe
the takes were accurate. Spot on.
That's what I'm saying, baby.
That's
so now
that's different than what you're saying.
I don't know if it is. You and me?
Listen, at no point in time have I uttered anything close to what you have said about Tyler Herro, about Bob.
What?
The only thing I said was, dude gives up 4 goals a game, I'm cashing in.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay. Yeah, you were so nice.
I didn't say get rid of him.
Yeah, you were so nice about it. You didn't call him hockey Eli Apple.
Nothing. Where's the tape?
I'll find it. I'll hit the archives. Guess what?
The only thing you're gonna find is me going 4-goal Bob. I'm in. That's it.
That's not what you just said.
Yes.
Not what you said. Take a break.
I'm gonna give up 4 goals. We can count on it. I'm betting it. That's what the whole season. That whole season was that. You know that. It wasn't Bob's a bum. Get him out of here. Fat cat. It was none of that.
Kind of was.
No, kind of wasn't my ass.
You did contract watch on him.
What do you mean contract watch?
You're like, how many more years do we got? I'm like 6.
I was adding up how much money I could win. If I should increase my bets.
I don't like this.
I'm just saying.
And then somehow when he turned it around, all you did was blame me. You're like,
for not going around. Yeah.
See?
Yep.
If you get caught in a take, then you just get to
Like
deflect it
3
on
years ago.
The same thing with the Tyler thing.
No, it wasn't. That was last year, dude.
In the past. Past is the past.
Not even a year old. You're talking about me. It's 3 years ago.
I don't like this.
Look, sometimes the truth hurts, buddy. I don't know what to tell you.
It's not the truth. You're a deceiver of the truth.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
Everybody who watches this show know. Oh, that's the only thing I cheated on. I did cheat on that. I was cheating at beer chugs, but that's because Lil Snitch just went all "I'm not your daddy" on me and just ratted me out.
She goes, "White ice." Take a break. Leroy, you got some picks for us coming up later in this segment?
I got it. All right,
we'll get Leroy's picks for the weekend coming on up. Take a break. Back after this. All right, welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Leroy, get a weather update from the Demesman and Dover Law Firm.
Sure can.
YourAccentAttorneys.com, free consultations 24/7. Call them at 866-954-MORE.
It is mostly cloudy and quite breezy.
Ah.
I can't tell which way the winds are blowing because it's so cloudy. I can't see any movement, but the trees are doing the lean back. That being said, it's been a bit less humid and a bit cooler. So I'm going to say it's right around 80 degrees right now. But I wouldn't be surprised if you got a straight shower because it does look pretty cloudy.
I do, Froggy.
80 degrees exactly. Winds at surprisingly 19 miles per hour out of the northeast.
Breezy.
Yes, indeed. And there is a chance for a few showers this afternoon.
Yeah, it does look it for sure. Mike McDaniel, he has told reporters Devon Chan has practiced fully the past 2 days, not yet cleared concussion protocol because it's based on a final stand from the medical expert after practice today. But the team is optimistic he will play on Sunday. So that is good news. The Dolphins will have him, Mostert, and of course, I'm sure keep putting Jalen Wright out there a little bit too. So more things coming together for the Dolphins on that side of the football. At least the defense is more banged up because of Agba dealing with something. Holland is out there going to be playing with a
Billy Club.
Yeah. So we'll see. Leroy, what do you got for this? Any picks that are standing out to you this weekend on your if you want to play Prize Picks with you?
I got one locked and loaded. And I did something I don't normally do, but the guy's been a bum. So I'm right. I ride trends, baby. I ride trends.
Fair.
You know what? Listen. And if you've gotten me a couple of times, you best believe you are off Leroy's list of guys I'm gonna. So I got this is NFL, and I got a college one too.
Okay.
Jaden Daniels, more than 242.5.
Ooh.
They play against
I see
Carolina.
Why.
See where I'm going there? Now, here's the problem. Sometimes he runs for a lot of yards and it takes away from it. So this is one of them that I'm kind of a little nervous because he's not just a passer. So
Feels
he
like
could have 350 total yards, but only have like 225 passing.
I'm sure the Panthers fans love having their number one pick overall benched, and they're seeing what Jaden Daniels is doing just a year later. I'm sure that feels great for them.
Then I have, and you'll notice a trend here. Sam Darnold, more than 258.5, playing against Detroit. Now, Detroit, they're always playing high-scoring games, right? They always play high-scoring games. So,
no, I mean, not last week because of old Jerry.
I mean, yeah, but Minnesota's undefeated too.
They did just lose Aiden Hutchinson, so you don't know how they're gonna.
Right, so it might be just a shootout. Right. So that's what I'm guessing.
What's his number? 250?
258.5. Now, you're going to see my trend here. Trevor Lawrence.
Oh, don't do that.
More or less 234.5. Less.
Oof.
They are playing New England.
Yeah.
I mean, every game New England plays is a street fight.
Drake May did look better. I mean, imagine they walk in there, they're going to beat Trevor Lawrence.
That's on the other side.
No, I understand. It is in London too.
Defensively, they've been decent. Now, here's where it gets tricky. Because at 1:00 on Sunday, I have Josh Allen for more than 213.5. I figure new toys, right?
Tennessee.
I'm trying to figure out what the number is. Why is the number so low for Josh Allen?
I mean, he has not been putting up big numbers.
I know.
And he's also a guy who runs.
Right.
So
here's one. I see these numbers and I'm disgusted
Wow.
that numbers could be this low.
What do you think Josh Allen's high this year is on throwing?
250, 260.
263 against the Jags, but his other ones 215 last week, 131, 180 the week before that. Jacksonville 139 against the Dolphins, 232.
Can I throw something in there?
No interceptions though.
Can I throw something in there?
Yeah.
New toy.
Mm-hmm. Crisp route runner.
Which is the same reason why Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, man.
More than 229 and a half. You know they slinging it. You know they slinging it.
Pittsburgh, dude. Pittsburgh's defense is nasty.
Yeah, hopefully they play catch up. Well, see, here's the problem. I think that game may be a tickle fight. You know why? Because if the Steelers switch quarterbacks, you ain't going to switch back during this game. So it might be a struggle.
Crazy. Yeah, Pittsburgh. Should be an interesting one. We will go over the whole slate and tickle Leroy's fancy next. This time, ladies and gentlemen, the Tickle Leroy.
Real quick. Oh no. Jay Cutler got arrested for DUI with a handgun.
You can't say "oh no" and it not be a death though. Like that.
I mean,
bad
that
news.
was just bad news.
That's just bad news. Like the
Mine
oh
is
no.
fun.
The oh no only
Okay.
means one thing on this show.
Okay, I'm sorry. My bad.
I
By
thought
the way, we had some crack researchers. 2021 was what you're talking about
What are you talking about?
with the Bobrovsky.
Oh, okay, so that would be his third year with the Panthers. So you were doing it for 3 years?
No, I just started that year. I did it that year. That's the only year I did it.
Dude, look, I love you to death. Do not lie. You've been busting on Bob. By the way, his first year was his worst year. So you've been busting on Bob since year one.
No, before Cole Bob only came up the third year.
No, it did not. It was his worst year, his first year.
Oof.
Okay.
Your city. I was a little angel for just that 1 year where I was on a run. You hosed him down. You were wrong. He's a champion. It's okay. We all
No, that's 3 years ago. You said let's go move on, and yet you brought it up, not me.
because you were trying to buy. You're like, whoa, I never rip players. Ridiculous. Look at this guy.
Pull the clip, Leroy. I haven't seen anything.
Right, I know.
No evidence.
He probably told Robbie to delete it before he left.
Real, yeah, that sounds like me. That sounds like me.
Delete the Bob tapes.
Like, come on, dude. Like, you just making stuff up.
I'm not making stuff up, dude.
Then where's
I'm gonna find it. Trust me.
I can pull your stuff up all the time.
No, you can't. You don't have it. He does.
Okay, still record. Why can't he find nothing about me?
Because he wasn't producing back then.
Because it was so damn long ago.
That's hearsay, Your Honor.
All right, let's get to it. We got an action-packed week. I'm ready to go.
9:30 a.m. in London. The New England Patriots take on the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars,
Let me say this.
6-point favorites.
For the purposes of my prize picks, I will keep a looky-loo. But there ain't no way in hell I'm watching that game. So my fancy is not tickled.
Fancy not tickled.
At 1 o'clock, Leroy, the Miami Dolphins visit the Indianapolis Colts, who are 3-3 and a 3-point favorite. Take your fancy?
Yes, it does. I want to see.
Fancy is tickled.
Contrary to popular belief, each week, Tyler Huntley has gotten better. Like, he's been ripping. Last week, he ripped a couple up down the middle of the field. So he's getting better. And I just want, let's just hang in there. Get the W. Hang in there. Get the W. Because it might not look pretty because you got so many guys out. But if you can get the win, you're at 3-3, and then Tua comes back, then we can have this conversation. All right? We can have a conversation. So my fancy is definitely tickled with this one.
Also at 1 o'clock on Fox, the Seattle Seahawks 3-3 visit the Atlanta Falcons, who are 3-point favorites. Take your fancy?
Nope.
Interesting. Why not?
Fancy not tickled.
Big bowl of meh.
You know my feelings for Atlanta.
At 1 o'clock, the Tennessee Titans at 1-4 visit the Buffalo Bills, who are 8.5-point favorites.
Can I just be slightly tickled? I want to see what it looks like with
If you're slightly tickled, you're tickled.
All right, then I'm tickled only because
My fancy is tickled.
I'm a big fan of the guy they just signed, and I want to see him play with a real quarterback.
At 1 o'clock on CBS.
Are all the games at 1 o'clock?
All the ones that I'm listening to you.
See, why you got to be a smart ass like that?
The Cincinnati Bengals at 2-4 visit the 1-5 Cleveland Browns. Tickle your fancy?
No. At this point, it's like plucking facial hair. Like no.
Doesn't it have to be tickled? Like you got to talk about it with Jay Crawford.
Can I tell
Fancy
you something?
not tickled.
You haven't witnessed this yet. I can watch one football game and watch the ticker go by and tell you what's going on in all the other games. It's a skill that I have.
Another Deshaun Watson stinker. Also,
I just don't want him to go 20 of 25 for 130 yards. That's for running back stats.
These next couple games are much better. At 1 o'clock, the Houston Texans visit the Green Bay Packers, who are 2.5-point favorites at Lambeau Field.
Good game. Good game. Yeah, it does. It does. Two young quarterbacks. What we would say the new wave, the new age of quarterbacking. Everybody in the NFC Central has a winning record. They have more wins in the division than any division in the history of football at this point. And Houston is being Houston. They're still cranking out wins and looking good. So this might be one of the games of the week.
Then at 1 o'clock, Leroy, Man Campbell's Detroit Lions visit the 5-0 Minnesota Vikings, who are 1.5-point favorites at home. Take your fancy?
Yes. Minnesota's win total in the beginning of the year was 7. They lost their quarterback, and now they're 5-0.
My fancy is tickled.
I don't know how real it is. I don't know how it is. And then we all like Detroit. Detroit's fun to watch. They may or may not go for it on 4th and 6, right? It just, and it's a cool story. Say what you want about Dan Campbell, how intense he is or whatever. This thing has proven to be really good with his ability to coach.
With his giant ass.
Even with it looks like he's just going to sit down and drive out of the room.
Plus, you have probably the best offense in the league going up against Brian Flores' defense, which has been humming.
Yep.
Humming.
At
1 o'clock, an NFC East matchup. The Philadelphia Eagles visit the New York Football Giants, and Philly is a 3-point road favorite. Take your fancy?
No. Philly wins, and they still boo them.
Fancy not tickled.
Oof.
I ate the cheese with the Giants last, because, Daniel Jones looked decent. And then he went back to doing Daniel Jones stuff. So, no, I don't want to watch that.
Now we get to the late slate. 4:05 on the West Coast. Oof. The Las Vegas Raiders.
Nope.
Fancy not tickled.
I take out the Rams for the record, everybody.
The Rams
are
nope. Then you want me to say it twice?
The Rams are a touchdown favorite.
Really?
1-4.
And they're not good. That has to be a record, right? A 1-4 team being favored by 7.
It's got to be
7 points.
It's got to be flirting with it if it's not.
Jeez.
We mentioned this one last segment, but the Carolina Panthers at 1-5 visit the Washington Commanders, who are the biggest favorite of the week at -8. Tickle your fancy?
Yeah, I like watching the young quarterback. I like watching him. Like, he can throw the ball really well. He kind of has that Cam Ward demeanor, right? He's very he is one of the quarterbacks that people really think is going to be around for a long time. I like seeing it. It's fun to watch.
At 4:25, Fox's game of the week, a Super Bowl rematch. The Kansas City Chiefs at 5-0 visit the San Francisco 49ers, 3-3, 2-point favorites, hosting the champs. Take your fancy?
Kansas City's underdog?
Yup.
Huh. Yeah, my fancy's tickled. I'm still trying to figure that one out.
He's tickled.
Seems like Leroy just saw a couple chili peppers turn into his eyes turn into chili peppers there, Marcos.
Well, I'm just saying, like, they give you 3, so they're basically saying, let me get if this right. They think that they're gonna win by 5? Or no. They
would that would mean they think the Chiefs would win by 1, because if you're usually even teams,
that's if the Chiefs were -2. If the Chiefs were -2, they would say
it's in San Fran.
Right.
Home team usually gets 3.
It's 3.
It's even.
Right, so that makes it 5.
Does it?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You get 3, so that means 5.
At 8:20, Sunday Night Football.
Hold on. I need it to be a good one because I'm gonna be damn near fasting the next day. So I need something to get me late into the night, so I don't want to get the munchies and eat garbage.
Well, there's nothing that'll feed you and satiate your hunger more than a little petty watching. The New York Jets.
Football Giant Jets. There we go.
Take on another team you hate, but I think you hate Aaron Rodgers more. The Pittsburgh Steelers. The Jets, 2-point road favorites. Tickle your fancy?
How can I? I don't hate Aaron Rodgers. Stop saying that.
Okay, dude.
Totally hate Aaron Rodgers.
I don't hate Aaron Rodgers.
Okay.
But
What are your feelings?
I do hate Pittsburgh.
Wait, what?
That's it's just in me.
Really?
If you play for Cleveland, you got to hate Pittsburgh.
Interesting.
So,
You've given so much respect to Pittsburgh all year, but
No.
Aaron Rodgers.
Hold on. Let me explain something to you. The respect I have for the organization is one thing. Still means I hate their guts.
Right.
See, you can have a rival and appreciate. I'm a Mike Tomlin fan. It's unfortunate he's a Pittsburgh coach because every time I have to watch a Pittsburgh game, I accidentally root against him.
You called Aaron Rodgers quarterback fangs, old fart. Like, what do you mean?
I know. I'm torn here. I don't know. Like
Oh, Let me tell you something. We walk in on Monday, and the Pittsburgh Steelers are 5-2, and the Jets dropped to 2-5. You know how you're gonna feel. Great, and you're gonna be calling for Vlad.
Oh, so you think my hatred for
Isn't Vlad in on Monday, Marcos?
He is indeed.
You think I hate Aaron Rodgers? Why?
He annoys you.
Like the antics annoy me. Yes.
You totally hate Aaron Rodgers.
But I hate the fact that everybody thinks that a 40-year-old off of Achilles is supposed to be great.
All right, let me ask you this. What do you like about Aaron Rodgers? Because I haven't heard you say one positive thing about him.
He's a Hall of Famer. He's one of the best pure passers that we've ever seen.
Uh-huh. And in your mind, kind of a disappointment because he's only got one ring.
Well, I've also stated facts. See,
and
you
said that he's
facts.
choked in the playoffs left and
Wait.
right.
Hold on.
There we go.
You confuse facts with opinion. Okay? My facts are Aaron Rodgers has done less with more talent than he currently has now. So why all of a sudden we're expecting him to do more with less?
You've also
Chew on that.
Called him a choke artist. Said, some one seed didn't even know how to run into the end zone.
You called him a wacko.
He's been 14-2, 13-3, and never even made it to a championship game. What is that? What do you call that? Let me ask you this. What we've been saying if Tua did that or Lamar Jackson last year.
But I don't disagree with you. I would say if I was in your position, man, I hate Aaron Rodgers. But you will say all these things and say, yeah, but I like him.
Yeah, it's true.
I can separate the accomplishments from the person.
Doesn't sound like you can. Because it sounds like you're adding his failures and the guy, and you don't seem to mention many of the accomplishments.
Four MVPs.
Dude, there's nothing wrong with it. Just say you hate him. It's all good.
I don't
say you hate him.
I know you don't have vitriol towards him. I know you're not like, I spend my days, but in sports, you're just like, you see him on the TV, you're like,
but I don't hate him. I just think the honest truth is, I just think that because he's Aaron Rodgers, we perched him up like he was going to do something that he never, ever, ever had an opportunity to do while he was with the Jets because he's 40 and because he just came off of an Achilles. And if it were any other person, but think about this. Kirk Cousins came off the same injury, right?
Yes.
He looks better than Aaron Rodgers.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It's a crapshoot with these things. But to just assume that a guy's going to come back with that team is laughable to me.
Like you're saying, like, I don't hate Joel Embiid. Like, I'm sure he's a lovely person, but I'm not going to sit here and deny that I dislike the guy. And I say all the same things about him as a basketball player you do about Aaron Rodgers.
When you complain about somebody, you with the windshield wiper.
What did you do this past week, dude? When he threw Mike Williams under the bus, you were like, boo! Oh, you're gonna go on McAfee and bring your best friend?
No. You are an expert at all the other stuff.
You have gone just as hard on Aaron Rodgers this year as I have on any athlete ever.
No, I haven't. No, I haven't.
It's the same as him with Liam Eichenberg.
Oh my God.
It's the same. It really is the same.
But he's the only person that feels that way about Liam Eichenberg.
I'm definitely not.
Then why is he still playing?
They got no other choice, baby.
Okay.
They chose to draft a backup left tackle instead of a guard. That's why.
But a backup left tackle is usually your most athletic, and so you figure you can move him around.
Would love to know, but they don't try.
Huh?
Would love to know, but they don't try.
They can't because everybody else is banged up too.
Who?
There's other linemen
hurt. No, they're not. They're all healthy, dude.
Oh, really?
The only guy who's not here is Isaiah Wynn, and he's not playing this year. So, another Chris Greer, great insurance. Chris Greer would be a terrible insurance salesman. He's like, that roof's all right.
Looks good to me.
Can't even get through it. Chris Greer's like, just writing out claims checks. He goes, couldn't even get through a Category 1 rainstorm.
Anyway,
Totally
misjudged that one.
Monday Night Football. The Baltimore Ravens take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Tickle your fancy?
Yeah, it does. It'd be interesting to see how Tampa, they look good with Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, they do.
Right? And Baltimore's Baltimore. Right? They're always going to be on the hunt.
Baltimore, a 3.5-point road favorite.
Man, I can see it. It's going to be a close game. I think it's going to be a close game. If they get into a shootout, I wonder if Baltimore can also be in the shootout.
Right. That's interesting. Yep.
Right. So
finally, it is a Monday night doubleheader
on ESPN Plus, I heard.
Which I have.
You got everything.
I do.
Yeah.
You don't have ESPN Plus?
I think I do.
I'm sure you do.
I got Disney.
The Los Angeles Chargers visit the Arizona Cardinals. Take your fancy?
There was a reason why I wanted to watch this game, and I can't remember.
Checking on your boy, making sure he's all right on the sideline.
No. Who's Oh, I know why.
You have a prize pick?
Yeah, Chili Pepper.
Yeah, Chili Pepper. A little intrigued.
Chili
all right.
Peppers. You know what sucks about this? When I watch other teams that have quarterbacks and I hear the way everybody talks about Tua, I don't want anybody to not have success, right? But I find myself, based on what the media says about Tua, to wish the guys that he was with suck so he could get his shine. And that's not a good thing. It's not a good thing.
It's completely fine. I just wish you would let yourself be a sports fan. You've been in the game now.
Because here's why. Because I see you every day, and then I'm like, there's no way in hell I'm gonna be that.
Yeah, you kind of are. It's just you're slowly morphing into Tobes.
No, I'm not. Hey, so somebody asked earlier when Tommy goes at it, does he say scenario?
Not yet, but he will one day. Take a break. Be back with more after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. 560 WQAM. Oh, hello, Jennifer.
Hello.
Hello, guys. How you doing?
Good.
Wow.
Very good.
So the new 1013 is 1213?
It's 12:09 on my end. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, so you're early. But thank you.
Very early, yeah.
Headlines brought to you by Doral Hyundai. Choose from over 1,300 new Hyundai miles in inventory like the Tucson, Sonata, and Palisade. Remember, when it comes to Hyundai, the great deals are at Doral Hyundai. Panthers lost to the Canucks last night, 3-2 in overtime. Back in action tomorrow against the Golden Knights. Last night, the ALCS Guardians won a thriller. David Fry walk-off shot for the Guardians. Keeps Cleveland in that series, that in spite of Giancarlo Stanton and Aaron Judge going back-to-back. Meanwhile,
Cleveland's not a small ballpark either.
no.
No.
Then the Dodgers, they go up 3-1. Smoked the Mets. 10-2. Shohei, Mookie, both going deep for LA.
Every time they play baseball, I think of the cartoon. You remember Looney Tunes when they did the baseball thing and they're going, and they're just going around the bases.
That's how it's going right now for the Mets. They will try and avoid their season coming to an end today at 5:08. Game 4 of the ALCS is tonight at 8:08.
I want Cleveland to win. I think I want to go to a game.
Really?
Yeah.
It's kind of like you better get there quick, dude. I think they only got unless they get to the World Series.
That's what I said. I want Cleveland to win so I could go.
Oh, so you can go to the World Series. Oh, that's cool. All right. You gonna call your boy Kenny Lofton?
I could, but I don't even know where he is now.
Tell him Edgar Renteria says hi.
See, wait, was that necessary?
It wasn't.
That wasn't even necessary. Wow.
You know, one time when I was in high school, me and my buddy, we would go to Coral Reef Park in Boca, and we got to get lessons because Tony Fernandez would work out there all the time. But I never made the snide comment of thanks for Game 7, dude.
You gonna piss somebody off one time?
What?
Huh?
What?
I'm just saying. Like, holy smokes.
Rest in peace, of course, to the great Tony Fernandez.
Listen, when you go to hell, don't pull us down with you.
What? He was very nice.
Wow.
No, I'm just saying I'm talking about Tobin for all the raggedy things he says.
I'm not being raggedy. Big time error, though.
Peter Pan.
See what I'm saying?
Miami Heat, they take on the Memphis Grizzlies tonight in their preseason finale. This one, they actually didn't send anybody.
By the way, you idiots, I didn't mean Tony Fernandez, I meant Tobin. I'm not gonna.
Who thought it was the other way around?
No, they're like, she's Leroy.
Well, I think it was the way that you came in very aggressive, saying when you go to hell, like it was funny.
Because he like when he says stuff like that, it's like these are not thoughts we all share.
That guy hit a mean fungo, dude. Very nice man.
I mean, you can't listen.
He knows what he's doing.
After what you started with, you can't come in very nice man.
Well, when I, would feel the grounder, I would be like, not like you did in 07, 97.
They want me to mute you.
Why?
Because you won't stop.
Keep it up.
Just found out what a fungo is.
Really? We told you last week.
No.
They use it for batting practice.
Yeah. See Charles Nat.
My question is, isn't a fungo harder to hit than a regular bat?
That's what I was thinking.
So
it's a very little barrel.
Why you want to hit a skinny bat? Seems
really
like you want it to be fatter so you can make contact.
I think it's for the pop. I think it's for the pop flies. I think it makes it like a mean pop fly.
Oh, they want me to mute you, Leroy?
Why?
I don't know.
Leroy.
Yeah, man.
Oh my goodness. Wow, that took a turn for the worse.
Tables turned.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Heat are back in action tonight. Preseason finale in Memphis. This one, they actually didn't send anybody to Memphis. They actually put out a list of those not traveling.
So Bam he's available for some dominoes.
Yeah. Bam, Jimmy. I think the only regs who went were Jaime and Nico.
Because they're young.
Not even
Everybody.
Duncan.
Nope, not even Duncan. Duncan
Yeah.
stayed home. Even Duncan's like, I think I'll take a night at Wynwood.
You picture him walking around in Wynwood?
Definitely.
With Jimmy. Jimmy will be with him, right?
Oh, yeah.
Not Bam.
No.
No.
I see Duncan more as a.
What about Tyler?
midtown
Tyler, Wynwood?
Design
I
district.
see Tyler going everywhere.
Okay.
Well, didn't Tyler, remember there was that viral video of the girl who crashed into the Wynwood walls.
Oh my, yeah, that's right.
It's like she saw Tyler Herro in Wynwood and she like didn't stop her car. She just crashed. Like not violently, but she wanted to go get a selfie with Tyler Herro because people were going crazy for him and messed
Didn't
up her
he have
car.
an event that day?
I don't remember what the particulars were. I don't know if he was
The
just hanging
event
or had
wasn't
an event.
crashing your car.
No, I know, Leroy.
That was crazy.
Like,
And then
what's going
final.
on? At no point in time did it say Tyler Herro's going to be here. Come crash your car.
Finally, Francis Ngannou makes his MMA return tomorrow in the PFL against Renan Ferreira. He has not fought in MMA since January of 2022.
If I he hasn't really fought.
He fought Tyson Fury. Knocked him down.
Forget everybody knocks Tyson Fury down. And
No,
then
dude, that's one of the most impressive things I've ever seen in my life.
Huh?
When he did that to Tyson Fury, come on. That was impressive.
And then what happened?
I actually thought he won the decision. I got to be honest with you.
Really? All right.
I thought he got screwed. In my mind, he was at one point heavyweight champion of the world in UFC and boxing. Then Anthony Joshua happened. Oof. That was bad. That was bad. He is a minus 325 favorite tomorrow. Fajeda is a plus 220 underdog. Francis by KO is minus 200. By decision, plus 900. And then a sub is plus 1,300. A lot of people do think Fajeda has a chance to knock him out because they're worried about how much ring rust there is. That's plus 275 of that wet your whistle.
So you think he'll win?
I think Ngannou's going to win. I think he's going to win. But Fajeda's he's a giant. It's like 6'8". 6'8", 261. Francis 6'4", 256. Fajeda did just knock out Ryan Bader, so he's taken on some real dudes before.
Here's the deal. It's like first contact, fight's over, right?
Yeah.
That's the kind of fight.
Unless they're just sizing
any
each other
mistake,
up.
any mistake you make could mean night.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what you watch. You watching those fights on the edge of your seat.
He did knock down Fury. Fury.
What do you want?
Who's that? Zeus?
No.
Dre?
Yeah.
Luna?
Here, give me. Hey.
A lot of dogs at the house.
No, look, he just came on in,
Oh, hello.
Hanging out.
hanging out.
He just wants a seat.
Get out of here.
It's a Football Friday, which is brought to you by your South Florida Chevy dealers. You're looking for more power, capability, and technology with Chevy trucks. You're ready for anything. Chevrolet, together, let's drive. We'll take a break. 15 minutes of Game Day Uncensored. Mike McDaniel giving us a Tua update and talking about Snoop and what he's got to do this weekend. We'll get into more Dolphins Colts coming up. Back after this. Welcome back. Let's get to 50 minutes of Game Day Uncensored, which is brought to you by the Lexus RX, the luxury SUV for those who never want to lose their edge. Experience amazing at your Lexus dealer. Got Game Day Uncensored coming your way 9 a.m. on Sunday morning. Of course, myself, Solano, will get you ready for Dolphins and Colts. Adam Beasley and Omar Kelly will join the program, and we'll get you set for all this action. Snoop Huntley, Mike McDaniel talking about his improvements since he has joined the team. He referred to it as night and day. Let us play this Mike McDaniel cut and hope it ends before day turns to night.
For all parties involved, it is a night and day difference because we're working together to improve results day in, day out, week in, week out. And I think Snoop has really done a fantastic job becoming a part of our team in a way where teammates needed him to continue to develop, and he has, and I look forward to seeing what he does today, because what I've learned from him is that tomorrow he'll have an even better day and continue to stack through the week. So very, very valuable information. That there's a lot in the previous games that you learned more and more each game, but it is you feel more convicted in what you're doing, play in, play out, when you have the nuanced information.
Yeah, how many quarterbacks you have coming mid-season, Leroy? Before, like, what is that difference of weeks to week as far as picking things up?
I've never had that. What's happening here? Think about this. When I got to Minnesota, Brad Johnson replaced Warren Moon because Warren Moon was hurt, and then he stayed with Brad Johnson. And we had Brad Johnson for a couple years. And then when Brad Johnson got hurt, we went right to they signed
Culpepper? Randall Cunningham.
Randall Cunningham, right. Randall Cunningham is back up. And they brought in from Indianapolis, who's the angry, we call him Angry Bird.
Jeff George?
No.
Angry.
He was actually the first pick in my draft. 90. Anyway, so they brought him in to back up Randall Cunningham. So when Randall Cunningham got hurt, we were able to survive with him, huh?
Jeff George was number one.
Jeff George. We had Jeff George backing up Cunningham. Then,
but none of them ever came in mid-season. They all stayed healthy through.
Nope. And then my last year, they drafted Dante Culpepper. So we never had an issue like this at quarterback because we always had a guy who either had some experience, was a seasoned veteran that could come right in and play. So it's a weird dynamic. I never had this.
Yeah, well, I just want to know, like, what is the expectation of how he can go now a month plus with the team, I guess?
It's all about the timing, though, right? So here's what you do. You can get a quarterback's eyes to be in the right place. And then the timing in which, the areas open up. And you need that with reps, right? To be able to come in right away and do that, you're basically throwing two open guys. You're not throwing to areas. And sometimes you're a little hesitant to pull the trigger because defenses and you see a guy lurking. As time goes on, you get more familiar with the timing of it and you hit those open spots. And so I think that's the thing. And as we saw the last time he played, he was ripping something to the middle of the field now. He cut something loose and you were like, whoa, look at this. So he has gotten better from week to week. But the fact that Skyler wasn't already at this point, I think is disappointing.
For sure.
Right.
For sure. Especially, we're talking 3 years.
Right.
I don't know, man. And it's almost like it was so bad. You almost wonder if, like,
but it got better. Though. It got better every week.
Not Skyler.
No, not Skyler.
No, that's what I'm talking about. I'm talking Skyler, dude. I'm not talking Scoot. Yeah, Scoot.
What we talking about now?
I'm talking like I almost wonder like Skyler was so bad. I almost wonder if like he got shell shocked or something by the atmosphere. Like it just oof.
I don't know. I like a lot of times we want to put all the ancillary circumstances into why a guy's not playing well. And I would just say that sometimes it starts bad and it just snowballs, right? So say if you run a play and you're not looking in the right spot and you make a bad throw, now you're playing catch up and you can't just relax. And that's why they say, quarterbacks that is just one play, just get it out of your system and move on. You got to reset. Well, sometimes when you come into a game as a young player, it's hard for you to reset and just shrug it off and move on to the next thing. You're always trying to make up or trying to correct that thing.
Mike McDaniel also was asked this morning about a Tua update with where things stand with him. And here was the Dolphins head coach on QB1.
I don't ask the doctors for play calling advice, and so I'm not going to, supersede a medical expert. That wouldn't be very smart. So once that's determined, when you make that decision, that is based upon the information and supported, driven by medical experts, it's easy to. There's no really second guessing or even evaluation of should we have or shouldn't we have. We should have because of medical expertise, and so then you take the time to utilize the time, and I think Tua's done a great job of getting something out of a situation that is obviously not ideal. I think you don't get to choose what you go through, but you get to choose how you handle things, and he's been unbelievably diligent.
Okay, if I may.
Woo. What? Everyone's faces. It's great.
What?
I definitely feel like though when Mike McDaniel does go to the doctor, he may not ask for play calling advice, but that doctor's giving it. It's probably like
I think you have to, right? If you come with,
I think the doctor's like, you can't run the ball a little bit more.
Wow, Mike. Jeez. I knew we were in trouble when you said, that means he was rebooting.
That's literally every other word. What are you talking about?
Could you imagine Mike McDaniel as your doctor? Never get out of there.
He would say it's unfortunate sometimes things in life happen so all of a sudden, and as a doctor in the medical profession, it is my job to relay that information to you along with a plan to fully determine how we're going to attack this. There are a number of and there's a number of different possibilities, but Doc, what the hell's wrong with me?
Get to the point.
Right.
Can I make oh god, this is gross. Can I make a suggestion for the dartboard of doom by any chance?
What?
Maybe one of us attend a Mike McDaniel press conference and just potentially sit in the front row with one of these boxes. When he gets to a certain point,
we will get escorted out. By the way,
potential to get kicked out. It's a great dare.
But we will be local heroes for sure. Omar Kelly, Barry Jackson is going to definitely stand up and just begin clapping his hands.
See, here's the thing. If I didn't like Mike McDaniel, this would be so much more annoying.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. He means well, right? His intent is to be informative and not to be long-winded. However, sometimes I think he stops because he forgot what the hell he was talking about.
All I got out of that was there's a lot of doctors who are giving their opinion on this play calling. And he doesn't appreciate
His
it.
heart was in the right place.
My heart was in the right place. That's right. Take a break. Mix it on up. Coming up next. Welcome back. Tobin and Leroy here with U560 WQAM. Media note from Barry Jackson says, beginning on Monday, Bally Sports Sun will be named FanDuel Sports Network Sun. Bally Sports will become FanDuel Sports Network Florida, all part of a national title sponsor deal between Diamond Sports, which owns Bally Networks, and Diamond. So there you go. FanDuel Sports Network Sun.
What's amazing about that is I don't care. Just tell me what channel.
Fair.
I don't know what the name of it has to be. As long as the channel's not changing, I'm good.
So it's 100. Hey, listen, we've been through a lot of we've been through a lot of brand and name changes.
Yep.
As well as like it's radio.com, it's Odyssey. You know, once you settle on a name, the people are just like, is the show still on? So the Heat game's still on. The Panthers game. Well, the Panthers games aren't on there anymore. They're on channel. What do you guys have? Was it 39?
39.
It's on 9 up here.
Was it the WB?
I think so.
Or CW?
I think so.
I used to use that channel. I used to watch, what is the show? Green Arrow? Green Arrow.
Yeah.
CW, yeah. Remember UPN 33? The good old days.
They used to show Dolphins games on there, right? Wasn't that on? Or Canes games?
I think if it was an NFL Network game, that would happen sometimes.
Yeah.
Because they have to show it locally. Like they have to have it on a broadcast channel.
Right.
One thing we also have to have every single day.
That's right.
The Knicks bag. The Knicks bag is brought to you by Kawhi Leonard's knee.
That's right.
So it's coming in. It's coming in limping.
We're just trying to get through the day. We got a big weekend ahead. We got big sports.
You know, it's tonight. Rebecca's homecoming.
Oh,
really?
So fair to say you'll be a couple. You'll be a couple Red Bulls in.
At 152, Leroy going to get his swole on.
Some push-ups.
Push-ups, sit-up.
Some.
Yep, pull-ups. Yep.
Big Spoon, where's my heavy bag? Yeah, I want to run on the front porch.
Yeah.
Are you a chaperone?
Put it in the
What's going
driveway.
on?
I'm not allowed to chaperone.
I think they do it anyway.
I scare the children.
So it's funny. Growing up, my dad would scare everyone around me. So
if Leroy was a chaperone, we'd be back to COVID social distance.
Oh, I did it in the pool one time.
6 feet.
Hey, I told you one day I was watching Sunday football, and I look over at the corner of my eye like this, and I'm like, they standing as the pool falls. They standing kind of close. So I went in the back, put my bathing suit on, opened up the door, and then cannonball! Swam across. That's 6 feet.
Gotta be safe here, people.
Rebecca's like, Dad, you're embarrassing me.
Good.
He's
That's
like,
so funny.
I think I have to go home.
Yeah, you do. Oh,
leave it so soon?
It's just what a shame.
What a bummer.
What a shame.
The door's right there. Close
It
it
was
on the way
hot.
out.
As soon as I got up out of the pool, I was glistening a little bit. Oh, yeah, I got him.
What do you got for us today, Marcos?
Leroy, tough. Another person who's tough, Jevon Holland. Currently playing with a broken bone in his hand. But he's going to give it a go. Although he says he's not sure how hard it is to play with a cast. I guess he'll find out.
Because they wrap it and it basically looks like you have a ball
like a
on
club
the top of your hand because they don't want you moving your hand at all. So you got to figure out how to catch, how to tackle, right? Or in Joe Philbin's case, you will be forced to play man-to-man on the goal line against a tight end.
Oh, man. Who was that? Philip Wheeler?
Yeah. I'm like, wait a minute. You used to coach for the other team. You know what they do in the red zone. Why do we have Billy Club Louie out there with trying to guard a tight end?
Didn't he also call a timeout in favor of the Packers?
Call the timeout so they could get ready.
He's like, I got a little queasy. Queasy. Anyway, what did Jevon Holland have to say?
This is him on the difficulty of playing with a cast.
Presumably, yeah. I've never really done it before, so it's my first time. But yeah, I mean, I'm gonna assume it's gonna be a little difficult. You know what I mean? If I have to club it, or I'm not really sure yet. So, but yeah, I'm gonna assume it's gonna be a little hard. Catch the ball and whatnot, because it's kind of in the way. What?
There you go, Jevon Holland.
Catching the ball because it's kind of in the way. Yes, dude. I'm telling you, it is.
What's the worst thing you played with? Broken ribs?
Broken ribs. Broken ribs hurt because, like, they put a flak jacket on you, and it's like a ceramic like vest.
This is the second broken ribs you had, or this is the one where the dude broke him again?
No, that was different ones. I had I've broken probably 8 ribs.
Jeez.
I broke ribs behind my scapula. I didn't even know I had ribs there. I thought it was my shoulder.
And here's Marco's making baby back jokes.
I still got a mark.
You know, I had it locked and loaded.
Here, I still have marks. Here, I'll show you. I still have marks. Look.
Oh, okay.
That's a rib. Yeah, I can feel it.
Oof.
From where the calcium deposited, and it didn't go fully together.
But like all right, so you go into these games and you know you're hurt. Are you trying to avoid people? Are you just like, it's gonna hurt? Like, where are you at mentally?
Here's what I do. Right? I go into the game and I say, I'm gonna give you everything I have until I can't. And most of the time I've made it through the game because at some point I got pissed off. And if you get pissed off, if you force yourself to get pissed off, the adrenaline will kill the pain. Now, the second after the game was over, I could barely move.
Jeez.
But I was able to get the adrenaline going, and it's getting hit the whole game. And then after the game, I remember one week I would go to practice for the walkthrough and stuff like that, and then I would go lay in the hospital bed in my little thing to try to help it heal. And I did that all week and played that week. Oof. And then one time I broke them too bad, and so I had to miss a couple of weeks. And then when I was stretching to come back, he re-broke them.
Oh, gosh.
And that was just excruciating because when he was stretching me, the 4 people around me go, "What was that?" And I go, "Ribs."
Like to take this time to apologize to Jalen Waddle asking for tough catches.
Hey.
Oh, I love that.
Now I got hurt one time when I broke the ribs. When I broke ribs on the backside because Vinny threw me a lollipop on the swing. And I reached up and dude hit me right in my thing, and I broke the ribs in my back because of the force.
Oh my god.
So yeah.
Old brittle rib over here. I didn't realize. Jeez.
So what?
How insensitive, Marcos.
Hey, no, because I'm gonna tell you like this. Nobody understands. You're all your core is attached to that. So if you laugh, cough, talk,
breathe,
anything, move, everything you can't take deep breaths. So you playing the whole game like this.
Oof.
You take a little breaths because if you take a deep breath, they expand. So yeah, it was, and they put the thing on real tight, and thus constricts your breathing even more. And then you're trying to play a football game, and you can get sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. You don't really know, right? You don't really know until you get hit. Luckily, as a running back, I got hit right away. And everybody in the league, because of the injury report, knows exactly where your injury is. So they might as well put a damn bullseye on where you hurt.
Jeez.
They go hit him in the midsection.
Oh no.
Wow.
The fourth one.
What else you got in the mixed bag, Marcos?
Something that feels very similar to a punch in the ribs is unfortunately seeing the success of Giancarlo Stanton in the playoffs.
Well, but see, here's the deal. The Yankees can afford him missing all the games he misses.
Yeah.
The there's no way the Marlins could be able to do that because he would be a bigger piece of the Marlins if he were still with them.
We'll never know. I mean, they shoved him out the door, so
Right.
And then they were like, "Could you go to the team we want you to go to?" He goes, "No, I have a no trade clause. I'm gonna go to the team I want to go to." And then, I mean, just Weasel Jeets is just sitting there, smiling as he delivered Giancarlo Stanton right to the Yankees. Not fishy at all, dude.
Now you have a lineup of Aaron Judge, who hits a home run, and then immediately after
swung on and hit in the air to center field and deep. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone. Stanton
were you on
and
that?
Judge have hit home runs
Run it
back to back.
JFig is going, wow.
Yeah. What?
Listen.
For a second, I did look at JFig.
I thought it was JFig, right?
Was that you?
Swung on and hit in the air to center field and deep. That ball is high. It is far. It is gone. Stanton and Judge have hit home runs, a back-to-back and a belly-to-belly. And the Yankees take the lead. Giancarlo non si può stopparlo. He homers and he and Judge hit him back-to-back.
I can't believe this guy got to take all year off and he gets to come back for the World Series.
That's what I'm saying.
By the way, you want another Marlins subplot we could be headed for? Now, he's hurt right now, but could be back for the World Series. He's dealing with a sports hernia. But our boy, Miguel Rojas, and our boy, Jazz Chisholm, they hate each other.
Oh,
I mean,
Where is he? He's with the Dodgers?
He's with the Dodgers. He's been hurt. Kike Hernandez has been playing and killing it, by the way.
Oh, wait. So now I got to change my – I still want – I kind of want
you can, I mean, listen, we're just going to sit back. We're innocent bystanders.
Yeah,
I
know. So I can change like, I kind of – I like – that'd be some good side action that only we would understand, right?
Jazz versus Miggy Rowe?
Yeah.
Man. We're going to hate each other.
Ooh.
Yep. So just something to keep an eye on for our just sad Marlins drama that's off here to the side.
Yeah.
I
mean,
saw
it's a better option, I think, right? Like Yankees Dodgers, that seems like the correct
That's
option.
the one. That, of course. Listen, Cleveland's
Yankee Dodgers is what baseball wants.
Dude, trust me when I tell you, Cleveland's going to have to do it with like Leslie Nielsen back there behind the plate if it gets to a dangerous spot. Because they are going to go every kind of trick in the book to get Dodgers Yankees.
Some guy just skipping it out.
Yep, that's definitely happened. It's gonna make what Eric Gregg did in the NLCS to to Livan Hernandez like child's play. They're like, strangely enough, we're bringing Angel Hernandez back.
What? Okay, out of retirement. Great. I mean, you guys don't want to see Mets Guardians. I mean, come on. It's gross.
I don't want to see Mets anything.
Yep.
Other than getting bludgeoned by the Dodgers.
In my own personal, I would like to see the Cavs. I mean, not the Cavs, but
you and Kelce.
No,
Kelsey's excited.
The Guardians.
Yeah, I bet he is.
Patrick Mahomes had to come out yesterday and say, "I'm rooting for the Royals."
Oh.
They're gone, Patrick. Because Travis Kelce's all excited, and Kelsey's like, "Well, I'm a Cleveland kid. I root for Cleveland."
Right.
So. Gross.
Really?
What? I got time for one more, or should we wrap it up?
Yeah, we got time for one more. It's a Friday, baby.
One more. It's Friday.
It's a Friday, huh? Let's check in on Leroy's boy, Jim Harbaugh.
Oh, I thought you was going to say who just recently signed Eli.
Oh, Eli.
Oh, your boy, yeah.
I would just send Jim a message, and it's gonna say double move.
It's gonna be like brilliant.
What the hell are you talking about?
Jim Harbaugh, his medical situation.
Just talked to the cardiologist before I came in here. Got some test results back. The heart of an athlete is a direct quote from my cardiologist. So that made me feel good. And he said stress test was really good too. I think he used the word incredible. I think he did. My stamina was incredible, and heart got stronger as it was more more stressed. So, yeah, back in rhythm. Hopefully that that sticks. Got the monitor on, so good news. I took that as a compliment. Blue Twisted Steel, feeling good about that.
Blue Twisted Steel, you sure it's not Blue Chew, Jim?
I feel like Donald Trump wrote that speech.
You know how Mike
That
McDaniel,
was-
Mike McDaniel sitting here and he goes, "Well, I would never go against the medical experts." And the guys, Jim Harbaugh goes to the medical expert. He goes, "You could take it a little easier." He goes, "Could I? Could I?" He goes, "You're probably fine. You're probably fine."
Heart of an athlete.
That's what I like to hear. He goes, "I was an athlete." He goes, "You have the heart of it."
No one has more stamina than me.
Is that the same guy that says he says I have a heart of a lion?
I don't know.
They just
Heart of an. I don't think it works like that, Jim. What are you, secretariat?
But they do, when you get your heart tested. I just got mine. They say they age your heart. So they say I have a young heart. Man, they have to keep checking my heart because my beats per minute is 50. And they
Is that
go
a lot? Or
no,
just
it's
low?
very low. And they go, well, why? I said, because I'm a calm dude. They go, really? It's just our conversation with you.
It's because they're listening to the show. They're like,
Right,
how is
no,
it a
but
calm dude next to Tobin?
Everybody thinks that I'm mad all the time, and that's not the case.
Mr. Hort, it's very strange. Your heart level is very calm, and then 10 to 2, they go
They
off the
rise up.
radar, and then they come back real calm.
That's just it. It doesn't. It doesn't. Everybody.
Did you have the little monitor that
I've used it because my Mel said the same thing. Everybody says you got to calm down. It's like, my heart is fine. Look, I'll do the thing during the show.
Yeah, but wasn't she bragging about her heart?
No, no, because we went and got the free heart scan, and she goes, "I was a 0, no threats." I'm like, "Yeah, because you're married to me. I get all those threats out of the way."
Look at that.
Take a break. Back after this. Welcome back, everybody. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Let's get the headlines. Brought to you by Doral Hyundai. At Doral Hyundai, choose from over 1,300 new Hyundai models and inventory like the Tucson, Sonata, and the Palisade. Remember, when it comes to Hyundai, the great deals are at Doral Hyundai. Shane Steichen steps to the podium, and he has officially ruled out Jonathan Taylor. So there you go.
Doesn't matter. They're a run football team.
They weren't very good at it last week without him, though.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
No Jonathan Taylor. Helps. Hey, every little bit helps. Hey, you're the one who wants to win. You're the one who wants to win, no matter what.
Yeah, but you're sitting here making it sound like they're not doing the same thing. Whew, Miami.
Well, I told you they were. I said that's why the young guy's starting.
Okay. All right.
He's really only played 8 games.
Yeah, that's crazy, right?
That's crazy.
In 2 years?
Yeah.
3 years.
Not 2 years. He
got hurt. He got hurt like the first game of the season, right?
4.
Game 4. Okay.
Game 4, he got hurt. He was the 4th pick last year.
Okay.
It was him. Then it was a tiny man, CJ Stroud, and then he was 4.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny man?
Bryce Young.
Oh, okay.
He's tiny. QB wise, normal size.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
for a quarterback, tiny. Speaking of, by the way, we were just talking about the Travis Kelce thing, and I think Marcos is going to like this. So nobody likes being called a bandwagon fan. Even star athletes don't like being called a bandwagon fan. It's like you could probably say, hey, Kelce, you suck at football. But during a championship run, you call somebody bandwagon, they'll fight you.
Yeah, it's true.
So Kelce, he tweets out, I've been a Cleveland sports fan my entire life. Make it back for countless amount of games over the years for the Guards and Cavs, just to enjoy those memories with my friends and family. Win or lose, I don't wear Cleveland gear one time and all of a sudden I'm not a real fan. Ask anybody that was in or around the sweet game 1 who I was cheering for. And they'll let you know I was there for the Cleveland Guardians. And this, of course, he had to deal with an old tweet from 2010 that said, and my Yankees lost. SMH, hats off to the Rangers, though, but I'm hurting tonight.
Oh, no.
Wow, dude.
-1, dude.
There it goes. There it goes. The phony is unraveling one tweet at a time.
-1.
That's an old tweet.
First, it's his.
Well, that's the point, JFig. It's an old tweet. He's saying I've been 10 toes down with Cleveland forever.
Forever.
Yeah, but
You know who else pulled this move? LeBron James.
LeBron James.
Hey,
Typical.
Mr.
You're a
Cleveland.
serious Yankees fan.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I've been Cleveland, and it's like, yeah, but you were like, you used to be behind home plate with the Yankees hat on all the time, dude.
It's true.
Now all of a sudden, Cleveland.
Very interesting.
Very interesting.
Wow.
Very interesting.
One may say he's used to lying about things.
You know, I did think that cat looked extra grumpy today.
Oh, that cat was upset, dude.
Taylor's cat?
Is Tay-Tay a Yankees fan?
No.
What is
I
she?
don't know. I don't know.
I don't think she likes baseball.
Who are you rooting for? Trav? Yankees, baby. You know.
Well, weren't they at the Yankees game the other day?
That's what he's saying. He's saying he was at game 1. And he's claiming he was cheering for Cleveland. I don't know.
Oh, it's possible she's a fan of the Phillies.
Yeah,
But-
I thought she was a Philly fan, at least for the Eagles. I think she's known as an Eagles fan.
Yeah, from back then, that's what we all thought. Yeah. That's what was funny about her dating Travis.
Yeah. Hilarious.
You know what, Marcos?
I'm sorry. It's not even. I'm just every time his name comes up. I mean,
Hello, Miami.
You're just trying to pull a Klay Thompson on him.
Hello, Miami. I just want to play a new song for you about my boyfriend, which I like to call Bandwagon Liar McGee.
Oh, wow.
A 1, 2, 3.
Oh, you think she gives a countdown to her band?
Oh yeah.
Gotta count down.
She's gonna give a 1, 2, or 3.
Okay.
Does anybody do that anymore?
Yeah, everyone does it.
Probably like a Brock band, maybe.
I didn't
When
see
they want to
that.
start moshing, not that.
Travis doesn't deserve you.
This was all a plan for his podcast.
He's totally a Yankees fan. Can't trust this guy, man. You cannot trust this guy. I knew it.
Totally had a Derek Jeter jersey and not Tony Fernandez as a kid.
He's got a cop mustache, and he's not a cop.
He couldn't point out Omar Vizquel if his life depended on it.
He thinks Tony Rizzo hosts a Cleveland radio show.
You think he's ever heard of Jim Tomey? Didn't think so.
Oh man.
He thinks
It's gonna
Rick
be one hell of a
Wild
concert.
Tay. He thinks Rick Wild Thing Vaughn was actually on Cleveland.
Tobin, we're in the 300. She doesn't hear you, dude.
That's my favorite. When you scroll through the fans, right? During a football game, and they hear, "You're a bum! Boo!"
Taylor, you think he's ever heard of Grady Sizemore? I think not.
It's the worst. A phony, total phony, dude.
Look, I'll take their seats. I'll gladly sit in the 300s.
Tay, he doesn't know who Sandy Alomar is. Never has, never will. He was a Posada guy.
It's like, I don't know what this guy's saying. Why does he keep yelling at me? What does the Posada guy even mean?
Keeps mentioning random Cleveland Indians from the 90s.
He doesn't even like Charlie Sheen. What? Just say random things at this point.
Yeah, you probably thought Manny Ramirez started as a Red Sox, you fraud.
He did.
Oh, he was on the Indians, dude.
I know he was on the Indians first.
Yeah.
They had a squad.
Dude. They had
I've even seen Major League.
Remember, they had the pitcher that got beat up by Connie Catan or whatever her name is.
Oh yeah, who was that?
It was a pitcher.
That Indians team was a squad, dude. That was a good team.
Finley?
Yeah.
Oof.
Tay, Kenny Lofton, more like Kenny Lyon.
No, come on now.
I love you.
That was a squad. They had AB. I wonder if that was the team they had. Dave Winfield was on that team. Yeah, they had a squad.
You think he's ever heard of Bip Roberts?
Do you think he knows oyster birds? He's never heard of oyster birds.
Oh man. Man, Travis Kelce, huge fraud. How about that?
Knew it.
Who would have thought?
It's going to begin to unravel right in front of your eyes.
Taylor, he thinks Kenny Lofton's a basketball player for the Grizzlies.
Oh, God. Did he finally make the Grizzlies? Thought he was on the G League.
He was on the no. I mean, they basically were a G League team last year. They had to play everybody.
It's true.
Wow.
I called this before anyone. And this is just the first domino.
You also called that they were going to be done on September 28th.
He did say that.
Yeah. No, but
but my ass. No, go ahead. Pull a Tobin. Go ahead, Frog Boy.
Once the ending gets revealed, you gotta change the ending. It's like if a movie leaks, you gotta re-record.
We all knew the ending of the end game.
No, they had to make some
Say a
changes.
song.
Wait, listen.
Yeah.
The Avengers were gonna win.
Correct. But who was gonna die? They had to change because of leaks. You always gotta change after the leaks. Everyone knows.
Taylor. You think Travis? Doing a bit.
Isn't Iron Man gonna be another superhero?
Doing a bit.
I'll tell you who's not an Iron Man. Taylor. I'll tell you who's not an Iron Man. Francisco Lindor. You think he even realizes that series matchup could happen?
Oh, he's gonna be
revenge.
This thing about this. He's gonna be
I thought
Doctor
he was going to
Doom.
mention Blue Chew after Iron Man.
Doctor Doom.
Yes.
Huh?
Iron Man's gonna be Doctor Doom now.
Oh, wait. So Robert Downey Jr.?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't like that.
Tell you where you don't want to be Dr. Doom.
Okay.
There you go.
In the bed. Well, maybe. I don't know. It depends how you have your tone there. But either way, doom or gloom, you don't want it there? Try Blue Chew. Blue Chew is a unique online service that delivers the same active ingredients as Viagra and Cialis, but in a chewable form and at a fraction of the cost. Now you can chew it and do it. All right. You don't want to be a bandwagon bedroom performer. All right. Your partner wants you to be good in the bedroom, ladies and gentlemen. So why not try Blue Chew? And in fact, I got a great deal for all our listeners out there. All right. You can try Blue Chew for free when you use the promo code SHOWPONY at checkout. You're paying just $5 for shipping, but you are getting your first month of Blue Chew for free when you use the promo code SHOWPONY.
What was that promo code?
SHOWPONY, Cleveland Indians fan. Just go to BlueChew.com, use the promo code SHOWPONY, and you're getting your first month free.
So no doctor's visits?
No doctor's visits. You just got to type it in, go to BlueChew.com, SHOWPONY at checkout. No pharmacies either.
So none of those awkward conversations?
Nope. So go to BlueChew.com today, BlueChew.com. Welcome back, you rascals. Tobin and Leroy here with you. Want to remind you, come out and watch the Canes with WQM and Solana this Saturday at noon at the Quarterdeck on University Drive in Davie as they take on Louisville. Enjoy ice cold beer specials and get yourself entered to win a golf foursome at the Jacaranda Golf Club in Plantation. Did you see the Cam Ward made its way to the Lakers game last night?
Ooh, no, I did not see that.
Which, by the way, Western Kentucky, I'm calling it that. I hope that's okay with you hillbillies up there, because I know you're all upset because you came up with it 3 years ago and nobody gave a rat's ass. I'm going to call it the Cam Ward. But anyway, the Smellephant made its way to the Lakers game last night.
Yeah, they call it the Zombie Land or something like that. It's stupid.
That's stupid. You look like an elephant. Smellephant.
Okay.
I never saw Zombieland. That's the one with Woody Harrelson?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think I saw. What was it? Was that part of the movie? I don't really remember that. I remember being pretty gruesome.
I don't remember that being in the movie.
I don't remember
That dude has done every type of movie available, right?
Oh, yeah.
From funny to serious to like, holy smokes.
I liked Zombieland.
Of course you did.
You didn't like it?
Why?
I don't remember seeing it.
I don't remember seeing it. I've seen parts. I remember it being gruesome. I remember a chainsaw, but I don't remember the.
Yeah, I mean, it was strangely enough still a comedy. So,
yeah.
Did you guys see this smug JJ Reddick last night?
I did watch some of the game, but what exactly did he do? That was smug.
He was like, my assistants told me not to put in Connect again, and he scored 20. Beep, 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 beep. I'm like, dude, it's a preseason game, Peter Pan. Congratulations. Like, you want to act like you're some basketball savant because you played your first round pick more in a summer league series?
Is he bragging about
Congrats.
About being better than his assistants?
Yeah, he is.
Oh, look at that.
Want to know why? Egomaniac, JJ Reddick.
Wow. Didn't see that one come.
Mm-hmm.
I can see it, though.
And then everybody got crazy because there's like, did you see what he put on the injury report for LeBron? He put old. I'm like, oh, so he's stealing Greg Popovich's jokes? Now you're a joke thief, JJ Reddick?
No respect for that.
No.
That never.
You would never be welcome at the Improv unless it's Mincy, of course.
Oh my God, that guy. He kidnaps us once a year. It's just really the worst.
But he was like, don't leave. I don't want to be lonely.
4 a.m. Please stop doing karaoke.
That's so bad.
It is
bad. It's greedy of him.
It's so greedy. And then he does this thing where he's like emotionally trying to connect and tell you as to why he's up here doing what he does. And then he wants you to cry with him. And then you're like, all right, I get it. You know, he's a disturbed soul. But then 3 hours later, you're like, the Macarena, dude, now? This is how you're going to resolve everything?
He really wants to connect with you people and tell you how Joe Rogan ruined his life.
Oh, totally, dude. We get it, dude. And if you're a fan of the show, of course, you know, we're just kidding. We just kidding. Totally kidding, Carlos.
This is not the same Marcos, you know?
Oh, this is a different one. Different guy.
This is Vice Shirt Marcos.
This is actually, his name is Mark Ose.
Yes, exactly.
It's an intangible, you know, on this show with his last name being Ose.
Oh, you can add that to the list of five name athletes.
Oh,
Bo Nix, Ty Law.
Oh, 5 letters. What you're saying? Ooh, because I thought you meant like 5 nicknames. No. There's people with like 5 nicknames.
Apollo Creed.
Okay.
Boxers in the fight game, they tend to do that.
They do.
What did Apollo? What did he have, like 8 nicknames? Apollo Creed.
Oh yeah.
They listed them all before the fight.
Before every fight, they listed them all.
The Count of Montefisto.
Oh, that was good.
Until Drago.
The Dancing Destroyer, the King of Sting, the Master of Disaster, the one and only, the Prince of Punch, the Thane of Pain.
Oh,
that's pretty good.
Best movie. You know, I got to catch up on Tulsa King. I just realized.
Oh, actually,
wait, didn't you have this whole thing where you couldn't talk about this alongside Babushka?
I said about Tulsa King?
Huh. I don't remember that.
Something like that.
I'm definitely suspended for another 17 days on Babushka, but I don't know.
Oh, you have a countdown.
Yeah, but I don't know about Tulsa King. I don't recall. I'm sure Dade South will keep me on tabs. He's like our
Even when he keeps tabs, though, you lie.
Oh, he's keeping tabs on you, by the way, dude. Oh, look at your Twitter activity. Somebody hasn't logged in today.
I did log in.
Oh, he has been a retweeting Bob slander from you left and right on Twitter today.
No. Wait. First of all, see, here's what I love about you. It's all from the same year, surrounding the same stuff.
Here's what I love about you.
Oh, what do we love about
you?
Each other?
You act so innocent.
You're February 4th, 2021.
Dude, I could
B.O.B. Bet over Bob.
Okay.
Right? February 4th, 2021. Boy, I just ran out of Celsius. Thank God for Bobrovsky. Right?
What about May 3rd of 2022?
Oh,
that's not the same?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, really? A year later? That's the same time frame?
Hey, oh my God.
It's literally a calendar year later.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
So why are you acting like you did this like it was a phase?
It was a very long phase.
I want you to come out here. I want two things you to be known today, okay? One, you hate Aaron Rodgers, and I'm tired of you denying it. I'm tired of you skating on it. You hate him. We're sick of you dancing and tiptoeing around the tulips. Just admit it. And second of all, you rip Bob for 4 years.
I did rip him for 4 years.
4 years, dude. 4 go Bob, 4 years of ripping from Leroy. It was like a presidential term of ripping Bob.
I'm here looking at all the retweets.
Thank you for your service, Leroy.
Hey, I don't know why I just.
I, Leroy Horde, do solemnly swear to uphold the office of Bob Rippery for 4 years.
No, I did hold it for 4 years. The last one was then. Find me a more recent one.
I will. Trust me.
Okay.
It's all I'm going to do this weekend.
Okay.
He's going to go deep into the archives now.
Give me my snorkel mask as I pick up my deep dive.
Okay. I mean, I'm going to just say it. If Dave South can't find it.
On Twitter, dude. Trust me. I got plenty of our tapes.
Okay. Yep. I didn't say anything negative about Bob. I just said, hey.
Okay, dude.
4 goals.
Yeah. That's negative.
Was that not a fact?
4 goal Bob is not a cool thing to say to somebody. You're acting like
No. That wasn't my question.
You didn't bet on it every time. And then
yes,
when
I
he
did.
No, you didn't. And when you were like, oh, 2022, oh, look who's back, our old friend, 4GB. You had an abbreviation for it.
Yeah, because I don't want to. We were short on time. I didn't want to just put the whole thing out there all the time.
You were short on time. It was on Twitter.
Oh,
Short on characters.
Are you shorting it like Prince when he made his name a symbol?
Yes.
Back after this.
You're dead to me.
Welcome back, Tobin and Leroy. Let's play a little You're Dead to Me, people. I'll go first. You know, this game week has brought up a lot of bad memories because it reminds me of the time I had to spend 4 days in Indianapolis. And that city sucks. So Dolphins, get some revenge for old Tobes because I hated that city. Boring, nothing to do, bland. I had to walk by the stupid Pacers arena. You guys do like Caitlin Clark. I mean, good for you there. But other than that, it's enough. Peyton Manning and Halliburton nonstop. And that crackpot Mark Boyle who lives there in Indianapolis. I hate that city. It sucked. I'm still mad at Galen for making me go there. Indianapolis, you're dead to me.
You're dead to me.
Bum.
Leroy?
You know what's dead to me? We spend hours upon hours of discussing these things, and they don't matter. And I go back and forth with you, and you always think your guy got jobbed. How can he be on this list, this low, or whatever? I am so tired of player list.
What?
Because here's the deal. Whether you're number 1 on the list or number 25th on the list, your ass is compensated the same. You get a max deal, you get a max deal. So if 1 through 50 get a max deal, who cares where they are separated or however? You got as much money as you can get. It's a moot point. Also, don't complain about where your listing is if you haven't played. You could know you're better than everybody else, and I may agree with you, but you haven't played. These lists are stupid. So you know what's dead to me? All these players lists, especially in basketball.
You're dead to me. You're dead to me.
Bum.
Reading this on Twitter right now, Leroy.
I'm reading all the twitches. When your buddy down below is dead to you, blue chew.
I wasn't reading that. I was reading Twitter. Not Flooch. I hope you all are going there and getting your free Blue Chew though. Give it a whirl, baby. JFig, what do you got?
Ticketmaster.
Oh boy.
I'm sick of you.
You're dead to me.
Dead to me.
All right.
You're dead to me.
Look, I tried so hard to get on the queue. Then it said that I never signed up for pre-sales, so I couldn't. I wasn't like one of those verified fans, and I was like, what are you talking about? Yes, I did. Signed on to 2 different emails, got nothing. Then now they opened up the queue to everyone, and it says I have I don't know how many people in front of me, and then it starts going quickly, and then there's nothing for all 3 dates.
When does the class action lawsuit against Ticketmaster happen?
After all these years of operation, you would think that they would fix it by now.
I don't understand the idea.
They make me sick.
I don't understand the idea of actually making people pay $500 to sit in the nosebleeds a piece. It doesn't. It's such a scandal that's going on, and nobody seems to be doing anything about it.
No. It's unbearable, really. I never had so many issues getting into Ticketmaster, getting my tickets, nothing. I never had to do any of that. Your life used to be so easy.
And here's what sucks is that it's not even people buying them. It's people buying them on the secondary market.
Right.
That get to buy up all the tickets.
It's ridiculous. Like my daughter was like, oh, well, if we can't go to Taylor Swift, we go see Sabrina Carpenter. Lowest ticket for sitting behind the stage, like in the nosebleeds of the stupid Orlando Magic Arena, $500 a piece. I'm like, she has 3 songs.
Also, that show is not really that appropriate for your daughter. I'm just saying.
That's another thing for another story, JFig. But I'm just talking right now. Even if it was,
she's a carpenter. What could be so bad about that?
Okay.
Let's just say she looks like her concert line is sold at Victoria's Secret.
Well, I would say besides that, there's like some scenes in between songs.
Don't have to tell me. Listen, the price already got me out of there anyway. So
you're already convinced.
She wants a show. She's gonna have to sit there and watch the Cats on the Couch with me and Tommy saying "White Ice."
Well, yeah. The point is, taken master, you're dead to me. Fix it.
You're dead to me. Bum.
Froggy, who's dead to you?
Now, being that I am a stand-up individual, I would never use this opportunity to shamelessly plug anything I got going on.
Are you saying a stand-up individual is in doing stand-up comedy?
I'd like to leave that open-ended for interpretation.
Okay.
So again, I would never utilize the platform that I have here to potentially.
I appreciate that about you.
Yeah, like I wouldn't come up here and remind everyone that on October 30th, your boy is producing and hosting on stage a Halloween game show at the Miami Improv. I wouldn't just come here and just say these things to make sure that people go out to Miami Improv.
So just do us a favor then. Don't shamelessly plug that October 30th you're hosting a Halloween game show at the Improv. You don't have to tell us that on October 30th you're hosting a game show at the Miami Improv. Just don't do it.
That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of things that I'm gonna do. What I'm not gonna do is tell people that I'm hosting a game show at the Miami Improv on October 30th, and it's a Halloween themed game show because people have things to do. So I'm gonna get to what they're here for. And you know who's dead to me? If you don't buy tickets to my game show, okay, no. Okay, who's actually dead?
Exactly, that's what you were.
I mean, what do you like? If you really wanted to go, like, just give an example of like if you were to be that and say where you could get those tickets. Like, what wouldn't you do if you weren't a stand-up individual?
Again, don't want to cloud anyone's judgment, but hypothetically, if you go to MiamiImprov.com, just go on the calendar there. You'll see October 30th. Trick or Trivia. You like that name? It's a good name, right? That's a pretty good name. That's a pretty good name right there. Woo! And then, I'm not going to tell you that there's specialty cocktails there, specifically Halloween themed.
Wow.
And a costume contest in which the prize is a free tattoo because we're highbrow individuals over there.
Oh,
what kind of free tattoo are you talking about?
Real tattoo.
I don't think I want a prize tattoo.
Yeah, well, that's fair. I mean, whatever tattoo you want. It is from Vince Nightmare Tattoos. So again, I'm not going to sit here and waste time.
Yeah, all right. I appreciate that.
Why is it nightmares?
Why is it? Because it's a spooky theme night. Trick or Trivia. It's a good name. It's a really good name every time I say it.
So what exactly is that to you? Yourself?
So it said to me, I don't know, Travis Kelce. He's annoying or something like that. Right? I can't stand this guy.
You're dead to me. Bum.
Taylor, I bet if I needed him to name the 98 Yankees, he could do it. He definitely knows Scott Brocious.
Oh, wow. That was a deep cut. I remember that from the Ken Griffey Jr. game. I was like, Brocious? There's like a couple names you remember. That was one of them.
He won a World Series MVP, did he not?
I think so. I mean, he seemed
pretty
good.
Won a World Series MVP.
I remember being scared of him. I was like, oh, this is that Brocious guy again. That in NFL Blitz. I used to remember the name Biaka Patuka.
Oh, NFL Blitz was great. That's
Michigan.
Yeah, Biaka Patuka. I would just throw it to him.
That's how I ended up in Carolina.
Wow.
He got hurt.
Wow, he just filled in for your Michigan boy?
Not very good, I guess. Because a month later, I was a Viking.
Taylor, he wouldn't know Oral Hershiser if he punched him in the face.
Oral Hershiser? Me either, actually. Literally me either. That's one of those old names for sure.
You want to know how many times I've watched the 1997 Florida Marlins beating Cleveland Indians VHS that I can rattle off all of these Indians that's still stuck in my mind? Jeez, dude. Great. Oh, what a great piece of cinema that was.
Good times.
Remember a good, like a good World Series cassette video. Is it a cassette? A video's not a cassette.
Yeah, the
VHS,
right?
What a time.
You get it.
Anyway, that's our show, everybody. We'll talk to you rascals on Monday.
It is on. Oh my God.
Whoa. WQAM is supporting neighbor.
Whatever you see, Aaron. Punting.
Jalen Waddle going out there. Fat pockets, no catches.
There's one thing to be committed to the run. There's another thing to be committed to the run.
Hope you mother have a good day.